Good evening. Welcome to the Toon review for England's first match of the 2026 World Cup qualifying campaign, where we take on Albania at Wembley. I'm joined by Stato, who has a message for you all. Stato.
Yeah, I did put an immediate message like half an hour before we started talking about the blonde hair. So Paul has unfortunately put it in the title, which I did not know he was doing. No blonde hair, guys. I literally can't do it. I had a proper person, a stylist, do a skin test and a hair test. It went really badly, and I've been told not a chance in hell should I dye my hair blonde. Otherwise, I could have massive problems. It could fall out. I could get like scalp burn and go to bloody hospital and stuff. So, not happening. I've been advised against it, which is a shame because I genuinely thought it'd be pretty good. So, no, I'm sorry. If you're going to say I'm going to bottle it, you can sod off. There's no bottling about it at all. I did want to do it because it was fun. It was a Bruno Jolinton, Gaza Blonde. So it is a bit of a shame. So what I'm going to suggest instead is if people can come up with an alternative, I'm happy to do something because I did want to do something for the cup win. So if somebody wants to suggest some kind of fitness challenge for charity, then or anything like that, then yeah.
Absolutely. So
Banana, thank you for making yourselves known that you would prefer a different host. That's very kind of you.
Banana, I've never even heard of Banana. Anyway, let's do the lineup, shall we? Seeing as we are doing the England game tonight. This is the England lineup on screen now, and we see a lineup that includes a couple of debutants: Lewis-Skelly from Arsenal and our own Big Dan Burn, Cup final hero. We'll go for the team as it is: Pickford, Walker, Rice, Konza, Phil Foden, despite having a really poor season, Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, Marcus Rashford's managed to squeak himself in after a few good substitute appearances. Dan Burn, Curtis Jones, Lewis-Skelly. Stato, what's your opinion on that?
It's mixed. It really is mixed. I don't think Lewis-Skelly deserves to be the starting left back for the senior England team at the moment. It's purely as a result of Lewis Hall being injured, but he's the next in line, and the rest of them have not been great. A couple of weird inclusions. I guess Curtis Jones, he's been very good for Liverpool, so it's good to get him used to playing for England and get him tested, get him confident. I like that. That's fair. I'm confused about Foden. I don't think he's the answer. I think you've got wide players. There's plenty of wide players in this squad, and you've started Marcus Rashford and included Phil Foden in the lineup when you've got players like Anthony Gordon and Jared Bowen. I think this. I appreciate that we do have a second game, but I'm not overly impressed with this. And Carl Walker as well, I think is a great footballer, very experienced, but I think he's maybe, if we're trying to win a World Cup, possibly past his time now, in my opinion, for a flying fullback anyway. So no, I'm not overly happy with this as a first team. Yeah, strange.
Well, the bench is we've got Reece James, Matt Gahey, Jordan Henderson, who somehow managed to get himself back in the squad. Dean Henderson. Who else we got there? Can't see that. Colwill, Eze, Rogers, Gordon, Solanke, Bowen, Livramento, and Trafford. So they're the substitutes. Albania, I've got their lineup. I only know two of their players. Strakosha in goal, of course, was at Brentford last season. Now he's in Greece after just the one season in England. Bailey at right back. Jim City, who's been at Atlanta for donkey's years. Ajetul, Aliji, Ramadani, Lakul, Asilani, Asani, Bajrami, I've heard of him as well, and Uzuni. Any knowledge on these, Stato?
Not overly. I know Aslani and Ramadani in the middle. I know them from. Who did Aslani play for again?
I've heard of Aslani.
Who he plays for. Those two are recognisable names. I can't even remember who they play for, though. We'll have to go and have a look. And the rest of them, the goalkeeper, like you said, but nothing that sort of sparks my memory. It's just the two midfielders and the goalkeeper. So I'm not going to pretend I know what I'm talking about because I don't. It is Albania. We should be smashing these.
I agree. Jim City's been at Atalanta for nearly 10 years. He's their staple centre-half. But apart from that, not many household names. Jim City, one of them was a Swiss international for years, and then became an Albanian one. Sort of the opposite way of what the fella that used to play for Liverpool did. Can't think what his name is. What's his name? Winger. Stoke City with Liverpool. Can't think what his name is.
For who?
He played for Albania. He played for Switzerland, even though he's Albanian. Can't think what his name is.
Oh, I can't remember.
Or Stoke City. What's his name? Winger.
Ashlani is Inter. There we go. I tell you what, I nearly said AC Milan out loud, and I'm glad I didn't because it's Inter. It's completely the wrong club. Close.
Yeah, so it's Thomas Tuchel for Shaqiri. Well done, Chippers. Well done, Chippers, for getting that. Let's do a few hellos while we're in the chat. God, there's lots of people in here, I've got to say. For an England game, it's quite stacked. So who we've got then? We've got... can't get to the top. Right, here we go. Every time I get near the top. I'll just go from here. Anthony Ford, good evening to you. Tom, Ahmad Mason, Trevor McDonald, Spike Milligan. Who else we've got? Joe Wilkinson, LG, Mick Jackson. Lots and lots of you. Paige. Good evening to you, Chippers. Shearer 69, hundreds of you. Well done. Well done for joining us for this game, which will be old-fashioned. Stato, do you want to do the first half of the first half or the last bit? Try and pick the goal, Stato.
What, are we predicting the goals, are we?
Yeah, well, you can choose which half of the first half you want to do.
Oh, I mean, I'll start us off. Why not?
Okay. Stato's expecting an early goal. What's your opinion on the celebratory welcoming of the cup? It's at Town Moor. Is it? I'm not very happy about it.
I think the main issues are it's the Sunderland Millwall game, and it's a policing issue.
Right.
That's what I've gathered from chatter. I don't know if that's 100% the truth, so don't quote me on that, guys. We do need to get some confirmation on that, but I believe, I believe that's got something to do with it, which is not our problem. That is in a different city entirely, nothing to do with the football club. Couldn't care less. They should get theirs rescheduled. Don't care. I know they wouldn't want that, and nor would Millwall, but it's ridiculous. And I think the region and the councils and police, whoever are making these decisions, need to assist in providing an alternative instead of just declining, if that is the case, because everybody deserves a parade for this. Everybody. It's not fair. The people of Newcastle deserve it, so they need to sort something out. Yeah,
because with your prediction says there, Chronicle reported due to trains coming into Central Station. I guess Millwall trains and what have you. Last thing you want is Millwall prancing around the city centre while we're trying to have a celebration. Why not have it on a Sunday? I don't get why we didn't do it on Sunday. We haven't got a game on a Sunday, so... Or have we? I don't know. I really don't know. There's other times we could have done it, I guess.
Possibly not. The calendar's pretty busy.
I mean, the open top bus thing for me should be the day after the cup final, but I mean, that obviously we couldn't do it then because we had players on international duty. But yes, it's you're not going to please everybody, I guess. So some people are going to be disappointed. Some have got quite happy. There you go. We are 6 minutes from kickoff. The teams are about to come out onto the pitch. Stato, what can you see on your picture at the minute?
I've got the two referees waiting in front of the two teams lined up, ready, and they've just started to walk out.
We're in sync then.
All lined up, fantastic.
We're in sync. That makes a very pleasant change. Lewis-Skelly looks
just because I've seen this comment. Who does?
Lewis-Skelly facially looks like you.
Possibly. I can't remember what he looks like now. I'll have to wait till the camera's on him. Yeah, I've just got to say, it's Toon Bird here with a comment. And as an ex-hairdresser, I can say in Stato's defense that dyeing his hair with a failed allergy test is not a good idea and can cause massive issues. Yeah, so for people being there's been a few nasty comments, but whatever. I'm not going to put my health at risk. So you can, a few good and interesting suggestions. People saying tattoos. To be fair, it's something that me and Sam actually joked about last weekend. It's not completely off the table. Not 100%. Not for me. Depends what it is. So there's definitely a few ideas. I would prefer, my first thoughts was to do something for charity, something fitness-based, maybe doing something similar to what happened Maybe maybe pick Dan Burns' running stats and do that in a competition or something. I don't know, something creative, but we'll see. But they're out for the national anthems now, but we're all on mute for copyright reasons. So we'll have to just imagine what the Albanian national anthem sounds like, Billy. We will not guess that, just in case we make some offensive or get some people offended.
Yes, someone told me it was a theme tune to Benny Hill, but whether it is or not, I don't know.
Well, let's not be too harsh, because Albania, again, they have a central midfielder that plays for Inter, who have been a fantastic team for the last 3 years. Of course, got to the final against Manchester City, so in the recent Champions League final. So they're not a bad side at all. He's not a bad player. Zabaleta is the assistant coach as well. Can't be all bad. So we will see. We will see. But they are well off with their national anthem in full voice, everybody singing. And there's, of course, a lot of fans in Wembley Stadium. Of course, we've got a reasonably sound Albanian population in the UK. So whenever we do play against countries of that ilk, they tend to get a good following at Wembley, which is nice.
Tom Lynch says 70 width of the time between Newcastle Quayside and Gateshead Quays. Me could die, could drown.
I'd rather not, Tom, to be fair. Not the swimming. Make me run. I'll run as far as you want me to run, but I'd rather not swim in the river. A
lot of people are saying shave your head. And that's a bit drastic.
It's boring, though. It'll only be funny for like 3 days, and it'll start growing back. No, don't you guys want something funnier than that? I mean, if you want me to cop out on an easy head shave, I'll do that. I did that in COVID, but it will grow back straight away. So that's pretty low bar there.
There you go. That's anthem.
Yeah, so interesting. We've got obviously Thomas Tuchel not singing the anthem. Fair enough. And the lads are singing. It's nice to see. Is everybody singing? Oh, there you go. Big Dan Burn singing the national anthem. Good lad. Next to Pickford. Strange one.
We have a super chat from Daniel Garahan who says, Alex, get a mohawk or R9 Ronaldo's World Cup cut.
Oh, God, no. My boss would sack me. Definitely not. It's got to be something where I can keep my job. I've got to be on camera for my job as well. I've got to train clients.
Then, of course, RTV
there you go, national anthem over. A big tifo in the home end say, welcome to Thomas. Old Tommy T.
Tommy Tuchel.
What were your thoughts on Mr. Tuchel, Billy? What
I don't like his style of football, to be perfectly honest. But if he modifies it for the international game and makes us look entertaining, attacking, and all the good things about English football, then I've got no problem with him at all. I'm not very happy with the way he plays the game. If I'm perfectly honest, I didn't like watching his Chelsea. I didn't like watching his Bayern Munich. He was crap at PSG as well. But he's very pragmatic, isn't he?
I'm in two minds at the moment with this. His first 11 and his squad selection has shocked me a little bit. I'm in two minds. A part of me is saying, okay, we've moved on from Southgate. Let's give him a chance. Give him some time. Let's see how he does. But then the other part of me is saying, no, we have a fantastic generation of footballers. We've been to several finals in recent years and we're ready. The World Cup is the next competition. This is it. We need to be ruthless. And I don't know. I haven't figured out which side of the fence I'm on yet. I don't know.
There's a great comment here from Dale, and I've got to put it up. There you go. In another world, we bought Gahey and Burn was back up this season.
Fair point. Very, very fair point.
Yes. I would have spent £70 million for the privilege as well, despite having the current England centre-half already our squad. Brilliant. People are saying give him time. I agree, we're going to give him time. But it's to me, it's all about the style he plays in. I want to see his...
Yeah, but should we give him time, though, Billy? Southgate started in 2018, and we did all of this positive stuff for, 7 years?
Well, he's got a better base than Southgate had, doesn't he? A much better base.
It's time now. Is it not time to kick on? The next step is a trophy win, surely. We've had 2 finals.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. Like, I'm happy to give this guy another chance as well, but I am a little bit furious that Marcus Rashford is seeing minutes. I think it's disgusting, but he's been picked. So if he tracks, he runs well, he works hard, we'll always support him in an England shirt. But He's lucky, a lucky boy to be in this team today.
Ian A, super chat. Thanks, Ian. One of our mods, of course. He says Stato, Great North win in a daisy costume.
I mean, that's not a bad shout. Isn't it hard to get into the Great North Run though? There's limited applications. It's quite difficult to do. I mean, feel free email the channel, guys. I think it's contact at the Toon Review. It's in the description. Paul's got it in the description.
Yeah,
email in some ideas, and if you're going to give me some pointers, I'm happy to look into things like applying for the Great North Run. I'm cool doing stuff like that. That'd be fantastic.
Chipper says the Albanian manager is Silvino, the ex-Arsenal player, and of course Barcelona. I don't think he might be in Man City for a little bit. There you go. So having a minute's applause for George Easton. Yeah, he was, of course, an ex-Newcastle United player. But anyway, Stato, it's all on you, mate. Let's switch our compositions. And there you go.
We're about to kick off, and it is. Well, Jude Bellingham's walking away as it's going to be Albania to kick off. Jude Bellingham was making it look like he was going to take the kickoff. It's going to be Latsi. Number 14 for Albania. He's pretending. He's time wasting before the whistles even started. Okay, this is interesting. We're still not kicked off yet, guys. He's done 3 fake kicks, and we are underway finally. They go straight for a long kick up to the left wing. 2 men on the left trying to get in behind. Instantly picked up and cleaned up. That was a fantastic pluck out the air by Konsa, and it has been given as a foul. It was a bit too aggressive on Konsa there. So well done, Mr. Esri Konsa. Good job. Dealt with that fairly well. Interesting kickoff from Albania there, Billy.
Yeah, it was. It was a couple of fakes and a hoof to the left side. It wasn't a bad ball, but I thought, like you say, Konsa did really well.
Make sure you do turn off your commentaries for the telly because it is Sam Matterface and Lee Dixon. So if you'd prefer to hear somebody less irritating, I really hope I'm less irritating than Sam Matterface. It's difficult to be that. But Pickford taking a long kick. Headed backwards. Kane and Bellingham with some head tennis. He's tried a little back heel in the box, but nobody can get on the end of it. And it is going to go out for a throw into England on the right-hand side. Creative there between Kane and Bellingham, trying to make something happen.
Yeah, nice little bit of combination, wasn't it? And Bellingham with a bit of flair. Liked it. I like coffee. Give a 40 Indian rupee super chat. Alex should do the big Dan Burn dance.
And big Dan Burn gets his first touch as an England international. It's a very calm and collected left-footed pass, and he gets another one. 2 passes for Dan Burn. Oh, I'm so happy for him, Billy. It's great.
100% so far.
He gets 3 out of 3 passes. We're watching.
Man of the match.
Tino out on the right as well. Declan Rice trying to mess around with it in the 6. Got nothing on Billy, but he'll do. Dan Burn just playing with it at the moment. Curtis Jones has come a bit deeper to receive. He swapped with Rice. Curtis Jones on the left with Lewis-Skelly. We're just trying to play a bit of keep ball here. Dan Burn back to Concert. Chooses not to go to Livramento. Very passive from the centre halves at the moment. Maybe Dan Burn trying not to make a mistake. Curtis Jones driving into midfield. Declan Rice forward pass to the right-hand side. It is Phil Foden on the right wing. Inside to Rice. To Jones. Playing little triangles on the right wing now. Curtis Jones in some space. Bellingham's going to send it back to the right-hand side. And we are trying to play some Barcelona football here. I'd rather we try to do a goal. That would be nice. All the way back to Dan Burn and Concert. It wasn't really necessary.
I'm not sure Dan Burn's used to this kind of patient build-up stuff, is he?
No, I mean I think it's possession for the sake of possession at this point. We criticise Liverpool for it. I mean, why don't we try an attack? Curtis Jones, ball through the middle to Kane, but he decides to get rid of it straight away. Long ball over the top for Foden on the right wing, who's managed to retain it. He's got width, Foden. He's playing as a right winger today, hugging the touchline. But of course, he is left-footed, isn't he? I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I don't think Royce is passable forwards yet.
Oh, good little body feint from Lewis-Skelly there. Nearly lost it and left back, but he did well. Foden's got it again on the right wing. There's no attempt at a forward pass. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from the Man City and former Man City players of Walker and Foden. It's all very backwards. Rashford's got it on the left. Skelly. See, a lot of the forward players, Billy, there's lovely rotation between the lines, loads of space, but we're not really trying. Dan Burn's going to step forward into midfield. Skelly to Rashford on the left. Back to Curtis Jones.
It's looked like scared of losing the ball, don't they?
Back to Foden. I'll tell you what, I read a comment
brave.
the other day regarding England that summed up Southgate's reign, is that we were so scared of not losing instead of trying to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I do feel like that summed up the first 4 minutes of this game as well. Was just trying not to make a mistake.
Sure.
It's fine. Dink over the top. Bellingham in the box. Ooh. Oh, he's brought it down on the penalty spot, but he can't retain the ball. And Albania are trying to clear their lines here. Pressured heavily from Kane and Rashford. I never thought I'd say that. Big Dan Burn wins his first aerial duel. Good lad. And we retain the ball thanks to Kane.
Lucky.
Rashford. There was Bellingham trying to back heel. Didn't come off. And it's cleared by the Albanian keeper. Dan Burn again wins his second aerial. Oh, Declan Rice, absolute plonker. Doesn't read it. We nearly lost the ball there.
Curtis Jones did very well there, didn't he? Oh, here we go. Kane in the centre forward midfield position again.
Kane trying to beat Andre Pirlo now. Pings one out to Phil Foden. Yeah, it's Tino not in this lineup. Am I being silly?
On the bench.
He's not, is he?
No.
He's on the bench. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I'm saying Tino. I mean, it's ludicrous that Tino and Gordon aren't in this lineup, to be honest. And I wish I could give you some alternate commentary, but we are doing exactly the same. It is going between Rice. He's trying to ping it out left and right. Rashford's got some space on the left here. Trying a little 1-2 with Bellingham. There's not a lot of space, though. Albania got everyone behind the ball. Rashford to Bellingham. Going to drive centrally. He's got Foden in some space. If he can get the ball to him, he's found him. Right side of the box. His first touch was poor. And he's trying to use that left foot because he's not a winger on that side. Jones and Kyle Walker trying to make something happen. 3 players on Kyle Walker and he's brought down. But he's not going to get the free kick. It's going to be a throw into Albania.
Visible Sim says Wembley doesn't look right to me without black and white scarves.
Well, yeah. Thoughts on the opening 6.5 minutes, Billy?
Shockingly boring, if I'm perfectly honest.
Dan Burn deals with the clearance nicely, sends it back to Jordan Pickford, and he's going to spread. So Conter and Burn are nice and wide, but there's no pressure from Albania here. None at all. They are in a 5-4-1 and they will not move. A 4-5-1 even. Burn to Conter on the halfway line. Oh, Dan Burns pinged one out to Foden and he's found him, but Foden cannot control the ball. Phil Foden, you play. Oh, my days. What is he doing out on the right wing? We've got Jared Bowen. Jesus. Foden has got no place in this squad for me, Billy. When you've got Cole Palmer and Jude Bellingham, I don't understand how Phil Foden even... Yeah, but how is Foden even starting games when Jude Bellingham's available? They play the same position. They want to be in the same position.
Yeah.
Are we saying we've got no competent right winger that's better than a stand-in Phil Foden?
Bowen certainly is, isn't he?
Oh,
I'd even say Jacob Murphy.
He's an incredibly technical footballer. I just don't like where he's played. I don't know how Thomas Tuchel has come in with a new action plan and decided that this is fine.
Oh, what's that?
Terrible from Curtis Jones there, trying to play a line-splitting pass, and it goes straight to an Albanian player. Well dealt with by Ezri Konsa there, who... Ezri Konsa, Billy, I've been really impressed with in an England shirt whenever I've seen him.
Yeah, he started really well, hasn't he? A couple of nice touches, good control to get us out of trouble. Looks a very solid centre half, doesn't he?
Yeah, I like him. I think he's a good player. Him and Dan Burn, not the flashiest of centre halves, but both very competent at what they do. They've got their strengths. Don't know what that was. We are still playing keep ball. Lewis-Skelly into Declan Rice in midfield, who's going to ping one to the right wing to Phil Foden, and it's cut out again.
Push up.
Yeah, it's cleared by the goalkeeper. It's going to go back to Skelly in the left back, who is starting to get pressed now. He's going to have to be careful here. He's been fouled. Billy, why are we playing the diagonal to Foden, who can't win it, when Rashford is a bit stronger on the other side? Why don't we try the opposite diagonal? I don't get that.
I'm not sure that Conte can do that past those Stato. Well, he's not even tried it yet.
Yeah, but Foden clearly can't receive those kinds of passes. No. We've tried it 4 times now, and he's failed on every single occasion. He either miscontrols it or he goes backwards. So I don't really see the point. Dan Burn out to Lewis-Skelly. Going to drive centrally to Rice. God, I tell you what, watching Rice play midfield, God, is Tonali so much better. I do like Declan Rice. He's a brilliant footballer. But if there's any Arsenal fans watching this, and I mean this with as little bias as I possibly can. Sandro is is a much better player in the 6. Bellingham's got it on the left-hand side. Oh, pretended to cross. He's going to drive it into the box. Rashford left. Plays it central. He does cut it back, and there's no one there. Everybody was on the penalty spot, and Rashford cut it back to the D. Nobody was on the same page. It was good little effort from Rashford there. Fair enough. Better than what Foden's been doing on the right-hand side, to be fair to him.
Lovely play from Bellingham, though, to get into that position in the first place.
It was, yeah. Everybody expected a floated cross to the back of the box, and he just didn't. He just carried on running.
10 minutes on the clock, folks.
We've got Lady Sam in the chat, who's hopefully recovered from Sunday's antics. My voice has only just come back today, Billy. It's taken a full week. Oh, we're trying some trickery on the edge of the box. Rashford with good movement here, but Rice very slow. Walker and Foden make a bit of a hash of it. Oh, they cleared it up, but a bit of a hash of it from the 2 Man City boys. And I can still say that because Kyle Walker's only on loan. He's still technically a Man City player. Rashford centrally to Lewis-Skelly, who's taken up a more advanced position. Bellingham's dropped a bit deeper, thinking about spraying a pass, but he's gone back to Dan Burn. Declan Rice trying to orchestrate without a stick. Oh, he's massively overhit a... Deary me. Terrible, terrible touch from Rice there, and he nearly lost us the ball.
Yeah, he's not started well, has he? He talked Declan Rice.
No. Dan Burn to Lewis-Skelly.
Well, the Albanian defence have now decided not to even mark Phil Foden.
Oh, Dan Burns tried to play a pass into Kane, who dropped a bit deeper, and it was intercepted. Stray pass from Dan Burn there. That's a shame. Easier to do that. The ball goes long, and Harry Kane picks up the Dan Burn header. And Kane goes for a lofted ball to Rashford. Is he going to get there in the box? He does. He's all alone, though. He needs some help. Back to Bellingham. Edge of the box. Rice, that was your shot opportunity, and he's gone backwards. Oh, Rice, you absolute banana, you. Oh, dearie me.
Shocking.
Lovely bit of play from everyone involved there. Dan Burn to win the header. Kane to play the pass. Rashford to retain the ball. Everybody involved was great. And then Declan Rice bottled it from that opportunity. We've got Phil Foden dithering with it on the right-hand side. Although we've got an overlap from Curtis Jones, who I'd actually forgot was playing this last 5 minutes. Jones and Foden trying to make something happen on the right, but there's not a lot of space.
It's way too intricate, Stato, isn't it? Way too intricate.
It is. Overlap for Curtis Jones. Is he going to get it in the box? He has. He's dinked it. Oh, 6-yard box. Kane couldn't collect. It was cleared. It's still on the right wing. Foden's going to try and win it back, and he does. And kicks it out for a goal kick. What was that?
No, he was trying to keep it in,
Phil.
wasn't he? He's just trying to keep it in and couldn't.
Good bit of skill from Jones there. Sent his man the wrong way and dinked it into the 6-yard box, but it was covered. Harry Kane couldn't get there. And it will be a very slowly taken goal kick for Albania.
Super chat from Len Simmons. He suggests that perhaps Alex could shave his beard off, but let him keep the moustache.
I don't really want to shave the beard off, to be fair. It's going to be an England throw as the goal kick pretty much went straight out. Back to Dan Burn. The trigger to press, Billy, seems to be Lewis-Skelly.
Yeah.
Whenever he picks the ball up, they're on him. Declan Rice has got it centrally. I'd be on Rice personally because I think he's poor. Skelly back to Burn. Burn's going to drive centrally a little bit and probably going to give it to Kyle Walker. No, that's not Kyle Walker. That's Konsa. Ooh. Konsa tries a ball over the top. Kyle Walker in the box, tried to go around the back, but it does get cleared. And cleared again centrally to Dan Burn, who's going to win the headers every time. You can see what he's been brought into the side to do. Yeah, he's doing well at any time the ball just gets hoofed forward by Albania. Dan Burn's there every time. Fantastic diagonal to Foden. Can he get it in? Left-footed cross centrally. It's too short. It's cleared by the first man. Kane can't get it. But we've still got the ball high. Declan Rice, poor effort there. Lewis-Skelly goes back to Dan Burn.
Great ball off from Rashford.
Go again.
Crossfield. Great crossfield ball from Rashford. Really was. Inch perfect.
Kyle Walker's complaining at Dan Burn to make a pass. Well, mate, you've not done much better, so... Oh, Kyle Walker's just pointing at Foden. He wants everyone to pass to Foden. Give over. Burn's going to try a left-footed ball over to Rashford, left wing. Central to Bellingham. Oh, and we're just going to go backwards to Burn again. Bellingham's gone left wing now. Rashford's gone central. And he's gone all the way back to Konsa.
Oh, this is dreadful. Daniel
Very
Gallagher says, what about a no septum piercing?
God, no.
That was a bit extreme.
I'd rather the tattoo, to be fair. Rashford, a little bit of good footwork and manages to... Oh, Rashford, Kane in the box. It's fallen to him. He can't get his feet in order, and it just goes to the goalkeeper. I'm not even sure he got a shot off there. It all started from Marcus Rashford managing to wriggle free of one player. Him and Bellingham couldn't get their feet sorted. Neither could Kane when he got into the box. And it's...
If it fell over, then he might got a penalty.
Yeah, it did look like they tried to bring him down.
Sam thinks you should get a Prince Albert. Christ almighty.
I think Sam's definitely been on the sauce tonight. What time is it? Jesus, Sam, it's only 8:05, mate.
The under-21s, England under-21s are winning in France 1-0, apparently, according to South Links 2.
Well, it's probably more exciting than this. Next line of commentary, what do we reckon, guys? Do we reckon the centre-halves have got it? Yes, you would be right. Curtis Jones to Skelly. Am I allowed to say Skelly, or is it double-barreled? Am I supposed to say both?
It's Lewis-Skelly, yeah.
Is it offensive to lock one of the names off? I guess it probably is. Lewis-Skelly. Back to Dan Burn. To Lewis-Skelly. To Dan Burn. Yeah, it's just dithering around at the back with it, guys. There's no ambition. I think we really need as much as I like some of the players in this defence, you need a mixture of attacking. I say attacking defensive players. That sounds horrible, but a defensive player that can at least ping a pass, Billy.
Well, Pickford's gone long there, and it's straight over Foden's head.
Well, actually, I don't think it was. I think he got pushed out of the way of that because he's not strong enough to do that kind of game. Phil Foden just got pushed from underneath that ball. Dan Burn out left to Rashford. You get to run forwards with it, Rashford, man. He's just standing there. Oh, Bellingham made a run and he didn't send it. He's gone back to Lewis-Skelly. Oh, I mean, Rashford's done a couple of positive things in this game, but now he's starting to wear on me. That Rashford and Foden have been absolutely dog water so far in this 18 and a half minutes. Rashford has had some better moments, but Foden especially has been really poor. Curtis Jones has been fairly okay. Bit early to be rating anyone. It's all been fairly passive. Bellingham's managed to spin his man, though, and he sent a pass into Lewis-Skelly through the legs, and he gets his first England goal. And he's in, guys. Absolutely fantastic from Jude Bellingham there to spin his man and play an eye-of-the-needle pass into Lewis-Skelly, who takes a first-time shot through the legs of the goalkeeper. And it is a debut goal for Lewis-Skelly inside 20 minutes. Fantastic for the young man. What a goal, Billy.
It's a brilliant goal. Brilliant from Bellingham to set him up. Absolutely outstanding assist. And a cool finish through the keeper's legs, but really, really good play from Bellingham.
By the way, the man that Bellingham span was the striker. So Bellingham had to spin his man and play the pass through the entire team. That is a world-class assist from Jude Bellingham. Absolutely fantastic from Jude. And then Skelly, a young, attacking, exciting left-back, does what he's been doing for Arsenal. Really positive runs. And just one touch through the keeper's legs. It was really, really good. That'll be good for him as well. Good competition to have Lewis-Skelly and Lewis Hall when he comes back from injury. Competition for places.
That pass from Bellingham was elite, wasn't it? What an absolute fantastic pass.
Well, he said he's not a left back. Well, nor is Lewis Hall, mate, but they are. They're going to be left backs, whether you like it or not. Fantastic to have competition for places, Billy, at the England level for left back. We've been fighting between bloody Chilwell and Shaw for the last 5 years, and they've both been just injury prone and poor. Yeah,
very exciting, isn't it?
Well, Albania are going to have to try and play some football now. There's not really a lot they can do about it. Lewis-Skelly, brilliant to win the ball back there. Kane plays it backwards to Burn, and we're going to reset. 87% possession at the moment, Billy. Foden's gone on a little bit of a run on the right wing, but he doesn't have a right foot. So he's still got it against 3 players. Brilliant from Foden there. Curtis Jones tries a back heel to Kyle Walker, and we do get the throw in for it. Fantastic from Phil Foden. I don't know where that's been the last 20 minutes.
Well, of course, Albania have got to come out now, I guess. So maybe he's going to have a bit more space to play in.
Well, yeah. We've worked it left to Rashford, who's actually running forwards. The lads have taken the brakes off here. It looks like they're going to get an easy free kick, though. They are. No, I don't think Rashford fouled him there. I think that's unlucky for Marcus. Definitely. Much better from England. Every single time an attacking player's touched the ball since the goal, they've ran forwards. It's been really a lot better. So maybe that was the game plan, Billy.
Maybe. I'm not sure there's a foul there.
No, that's not a foul at all. And we are fast approaching 22 and a half minutes on the clock, Billy. So once the goalkeeper gets the restart underway, you can do the honours of commentating. Hopefully we can get another goal in this first half.
I shall do. You can guarantee that Albania will have a lot more possession now, and I won't know any of their names.
Oh, Graham straight in with the let's get real, let's Albania. Mate, we scored a goal. We can still celebrate. Let people have fun. We scored a goal. It's fantastic for the young man.
Well, Albania do clear it with Strakosha. He was getting pressed. Dan Burn picks up the piece at the back, goes all the way back to Pickford, who plays it wide then for Ezri Konsa. It's Kyle Walker, in fact. Here's Foden, deep in his own half, coming back, plays it to Konsa, corner of the England area into Jones, square to Burn, and he plays it in front of Lewis-Skelly, and Lewis-Skelly gets on his bike. Down the line he's going. Goes back to Declan Rice.
He got off his bike very quickly there.
He did, yeah. Probably told to get back. Anyway, it's with Konsa at the minute. It's just on the halfway line for England. Now Rice. runs 2 steps, 3 steps forward, and he's going to go backwards again. Is he? Yes, back to Konza. Receives it back from him, back to Konza again, and it'll be square to Dan Byrne. Just inside the Albanian half here. Byrne looking for a pass and plays it square to Lewis-Skelly. Lewis-Skelly goes all the way across to Konza, and England again back in that possession mode, trying to pull Albania out. Kane comes short, receives it, plays it back to Royce, then squares it to Konza. Into Jones, back to Konza again, and back to Curtis Jones. Jones goes wide where Cole Walker is. He's got Foden making a run down the line, but he goes back. Here's Royce. And all the way back then to Konza again. Dan Byrne's free, and he receives it on the edge of the centre circle. In the Albanian half, wide he goes to Rashford. Rashford's got one-on-one here with his defender. Cuts inside, plays it for Royce. And Royce plays it across to Kyle Walker. Walker's motoring down the ring, gives it to Foden. Foden cuts back inside, gives it to Jones. Jones goes, well, he looked to go back wide again, but Walker hadn't gone into the place he thought he was. Bellingham. It's not Jones, is it? It's Bellingham, that is. He was again Jude Bellingham. And England recycle once again. Jones. To Walker. Back to Jones. In fact, it's a poor pass from Walker, and Konza just makes it in time. And just flicks it to Royce, who then goes to Lewis-Skelly. Once again, England with lots and lots of possession. Waiting for Albania to come out and make a move, but they're not doing it. Here's Jones, whose ball is poor, and Albania intercept. They can attack down this right-hand side. Good pressure back from Rashford, who was unfortunate there. Albania maintain possession, and Harry Kane gets a foot in, and indeed wins the ball. And Kane, well, he canters forward, goes past one. He's going to lose a bit here. Kane, he's a bit of trickery, and goes back to Ezri Konza. Well played, Harry Kane. And in fact, he picks up again in the right back area. Harry Kane. Long ball, searching for the run of Bellingham. It's a great ball. Is it Rashford, in fact? Couldn't take on his chest. Should have been in there.
Ball that was.
Yeah, unfortunately, Rashford couldn't take it down. Had he have done, it was 2-0.
I don't like him going that deep in defence, but what a ball from Kane. That was 60 yards on a pin. That was filthy.
Yeah. Brilliant vision, wasn't it? Beautifully. And he did well to get to that position in the first place by winning a ball. But like you say, doesn't have the pace to get up front, wouldn't he? Anyway, he's pressing now, of a sort, as Albania play it amongst their back four. Back to the keeper, Strakosha, who's hoofed it. Good jump there from Walker. Jones comes back, fouls the Albanian, and it will be a free kick to Albania. Quickly taken.
Fight with them as well.
And Albania are pressing here. Got to play down this right-hand side, the right full-back. That's got to be offside, I would have thought, but they're playing on. Dan Byrne gets a big hoof to it. There's got to be a flag there, surely to God. Dan Byrne almost scored an own goal there. Straight up.
Well, he headed it up, and then it
Yeah,
came back down on the crossbar.
It wasn't offside, so Byrne's foot was crucial. What Pickford's doing, I don't know.
Well, Pickford's got a shout for it. Dan Byrne shouted for it. Pickford didn't. Like, what do you want Byrne to do? He doesn't want to score an own goal.
The net result is Albania have a corner, which Atalani will take, an outswinger. Looking for an Albanian head. It reaches the head of Dan Byrne and he clears it.
No, it's Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, yeah. It's Atalani again. Step side one, looks to the far post. Walker jumps but doesn't get anywhere near it. Byrne wins it. Poor header though, but he makes a great block. They're looking for a penalty of Albania. And it's going to be a corner of England at panic stations at the back. Poor header from Byrne, but he did want to block it. England got a free kick.
It was him and Kane doing all the work.
Byrne wins a head, but it's a poor header. I think he's getting a free kick for that. It's not a handball, nowhere near. It's him in the back. And England will carry on. 27 and 40 seconds in. Konza goes back to Jordan Pickford. Will he pass to his... No, he won't. He won't give it to a Geordie, will he? Pickford. He might do this time. Loathedly did in the end. Here's Lewis-Skelly. back to Dan Burn, back to Jordan Pickford. Jones moves it out to Konza, who's fouled by the fellow with Stato's hair.
Can Declan Rice actually show for the ball? You absolute... Oh, honestly. I've been so irritated by Declan Rice's performance so far. He's positionally all over the place. Poor touches, heavy touches, bad passing, never available for a pass.
Back pass and Burns.
There's only Arsenal fans on the chat. Like, Jesus, what do you guys see in him, honestly? 100 mil.
Burns, good ball through to Bellingham. Back to Jones. Got a runner here. If he wants to play it, he goes wide for Foden. Foden will come back inside for Jones, I think. Now he's going to play a long ball to absolutely nobody. Absolute dog shit. Out for goal kick. Stato.
Yeah, it's been poor in the last few minutes. A few nervy England shirts as we're starting to get some pressing from Albania going. Just trying. I don't think they want to make any mistakes. You've got a few players fighting for a long-term place in the England setup. You know, Konsa could very well have a lot of competition, as will Dan Burn. Kyle Walker wants to stay relevant. People are just trying to not make a mistake. And Declan Rice is not helping the situation either. Curtis Jones, I think, has been terrible so far. Apart from a good tricky run in the box, he's been abysmal.
Well, nothing's happening, folks. It's an England throw-in on the halfway line. And we're maintaining this kind of possession-heavy football for England without really penetrating. Here's Pickford to Burn in the England half. At walking pace at the moment. Comes to Miles Lewis-Skelly, the scorer of the only goal so far. He goes back to Burn. Pickford's come out with areas to receive it, and he does receive it. This is where Pickford
I've got to disappear for 30 seconds, Billy. I shall be back in one moment, right?
No problem. Yeah, here's Burn. Down to Lewis-Skelly. Lewis-Skelly with the ball through the middle, looking for the run of Rashford, but Jim City sets in and takes it off him. Poor that from Rashford. And not a great ball from Lewis-Skelly. Here's Jim City, who's come forward, and a good challenge from Rice. So it'll be a throw into Albania, level with the England penalty area. In the 21s are now losing 2-1 according to Joe. In France, thrown to the Albanians, and Bailey, who's going to take it, the right back. Down at the line it goes. Cross comes in, cleared away by Konza. Jim City turns away from Harry Kane, floats a ball down the line. It's a good ball too, where Bailey the fullback, but there's an offside flag, and it'll be a free kick to England. This game is absolute dog shit. Actually went out of play. It's with Bellingham now, who's dropped. Out physical there. Ref gives a free kick. Strange decision, that one. I thought that was a decent challenge. A yellow card for the Albanian as well. It's Jim City who's got the foul against him, or is he the captain? He's arguing with the ref anyway. Dan Burns in the picture. And Jim City spelt different on the team sheet. It's spelt Jim Shitty on the caption. Odd. And on his shirt, it's got Jim Shitty also. There you go. Here's Dan Burn. First touch to Curtis Jones, to Rice. Now Konza. And now further wide to Kyle Walker. Poor touch from Walker. Played Foden into a world of trouble. Foden did well to maintain possession. Ball is back with Dan Burn now. He just lays it off to Lewis-Skelly, who's very casual with that, and tackle comes in and be a throw into England.
Have I missed much? I've been listening to you.
Absolutely not. Here's Dan Burn with the ball. Had lots of the ball, Dan Burn. Done fairly well in his debut. Been pretty solid defensively. Hasn't given the ball away much, if at all.
I mean, there's some criticism from Rashford. Some criticism for Rashford here from the tennis prodigy. I mean, I haven't minded Rashford so far. I think he's been on the end of a
Yeah.
lot of the positive attacking plays. He's trapped back a few times. He's not been my issue so far. It's more Rice, Jones, and Foden.
Here's Burn. Good ball. Into Bellingham. Now Rashford is going at his fullback one-on-one. Cuts inside one play. The lovely little ball to Bellingham. Bellingham. Oh, he should have scored. Didn't. Good save from the keeper's crusher. Good block from Rashford. Kane shot on a volley straight into the back of the Albanian. And it'll be a free kick somehow for the Albanians. But good move that from England. Well played, Marcus Rashford again.
Yeah, really good from Rashford again. Bellingham tried to squeeze it underneath the goalkeeper, but couldn't quite find it. And then it is... I mean, they've cut the replay short. We don't see what Rashford did. He tried to follow it with a shot, but somehow Albania got a free kick out of that, which is nonsense.
Long clearance from Strakosha. Good showing from the centre forward from Albania, but it's well robbed away from Curtis Jones. Jones plays it in for Rashford. And here's Jones again at walking pace. Plays out to Konza. Royce back to... Royce, I think he's got his boots on the wrong feet. He's facing the wrong way every time he's got the ball. Backwards.
We're so short of players in that position now, Billy. We've gone from having Scholes, Beckham, Lampard, Gerrard that could all do something similar. I guess Beckham was right. But now who have we got that can play that? We've got Henderson, who's too old, and Rice.
I like Conor Gallagher. I don't know why he's not been mentioned.
He can't sit in the six, though. That's not who he is. He's got his own strengths, but he's not that kind of guy.
Wharton's coming back to form. He's in the 21s at the minute. But yeah, I agree. It's Rice or no one, isn't it, really? Here's Lewis-Skelly. And now Konza. Good ball in for Bellingham. Good skills for Bellingham, but he's robbed. Too many people on him. And Albania take the ball away from him. Good tackle from Kane. Did really well to win the ball there. Inside for Foden. Foden going towards the penalty area. Going to lose this. It falls to Bellingham. And too many cooks ball a bluff there for England there. And Albania come away with the ball. And they've got a chance to break here. James is trying to get back, and Lewis-Skelly's got 2-on-1 here. Royce sends him to take the man who's the runner. That's a poor pass. Saw the idea, but just overhit it. Pickford came out and gathered it and bowled it out to Curtis Jones. Forward he goes to Bellingham. Now Jones again. It's just some of these passes. His passes are so pointless. Long ball from Walker is cut out easily. And Albania starting to come into the game a little bit now, Stato.
Yeah, we're not really giving him much of a fight in terms of possession. We're not playing overly well. I know we're 1-0 up, but for where we want to be, for me, I'll tell you what, I've decided which side of the fence I'm on now. I want to win the World Cup. That's the measuring stick. we need to be winning the World Cup.
I agree.
And I'm going to assess every performance based on the fact that we are a team trying to gear up to win our second World Cup. That's got to be the measuring stick. It's got to be the standard. I don't care if it's his first game, and I will assess every performance, and I will have my own opinion. As Paul says, everybody's entitled to an opinion. We've got a few Forest fans in the chat talking about Morgan Gibbs-White, Elliot Anderson, Callum Hudson-Odoi. I completely agree with you guys. Completely agree with you. I feel like Elliot Anderson and Morgan Gibbs-White have to be in this team. Elliot Anderson's running numbers and dual numbers have been fantastic this season. Morgan Gibbs-White is a brilliant player. The fact that you've got Rodgers, Gordon, Bowen, all not available in today's matchday squad, and you've got, it's poor. Really, really, I'm shocked. Thomas Tuchel has gone this way. Shocked.
Good play from Burn there. Receives the ball back from Rashford. He thought he was being fouled. Burn does pick up the pieces and goes to Konza with 37.5 minutes in almost. Rice has gone forward to Foden. Good grief. Rice forward down the line from Foden to Curtis Jones. And a nice forward run. Here's Foden again. Better England this, but then Foden's going to go back to Jones and it's going to start all over again. Dan Burn receives it and plays it wide for Marcus Rashford. He's one-on-one with the defender again. Oh, unlucky. He tried to play it in behind the defender. The defender did really well, actually. Went past Rashford with gay abandon. It's a striker, in fact, number 9. Asani. I could do one then. And Albania are now panicking, trying to get rid of the ball. They do clear it, though.
Oh, Declan Rice, you lazy boy.
Tackle from Dan Burn deflects off Lewis-Skelly out for throwing. I like Costa. Who's the better striker, Kane or Chris Wood? Chris Wood got a hat trick yesterday. He got a hat trick last night. Got booked for signing out autographs. Oddly enough,
so lazy from Declan Rice there. Declan Rice looks like he's ready to be subbed off for me. He looks done. Get him off.
Good defending play from Dan Burn now. And England on the attack now with Kyle Walker. And now Curtis Jones goes past one. Plays it square then to Rice, who struggles to get control of it. Little 1-2 with Bellingham. And then plays it square for Konza. Further wide then to Kyle Walker, who's got some space to run into, but he stops. Comes back where Curtis Jones receives it. Rice square with him. I mean, that was pointless with a little bit of play. There's going to... Good grief, and we ended up 10 yards further back. Here's Dan Burn. Can go forward if he wants to. Doesn't plays it to Kane. He gives it back to him. Dan Burn then plays it wide to Rice. Little ball over the top, looking for the run of Walker, who doesn't get it into control, but gets a cross in. And a shot comes in from Bellingham, and Kane is a fantastic block from the Albanian defender. I think it's going to be a corner ball, but probably should have scored there, Stato.
Oh, my word. What a diving header from Jude Bellingham. What a classic finish that would have been. Fantastic. Diving header, can't quite get it. Kane with the follow-up. It's over the bar. Fantastic defending from Albania there. Bodies on the line to try and stop that goal. Brilliant attack from England.
Jim City with a fantastic block, an outstanding block. Harry Kane's eyes lit up there. He thought he was scoring.
Yeah. Credit to the Albanian defenders and goalkeeper. That was an incredible defending. Declan Rice with the corner.
Corner, yes. We've got plenty of big men in there, of course. Our own Dan Burns in there. And last
time
Dan Burn. He scored, of course, from a header. I don't think he'll have a midget mark him today, though. But there's a bit of a conglomerate of Kane, Bellingham, Konza and Burn being marked by 3 Albanians at the minute. And it's very much...
Yeah, who do you mark?
I mean, Harry Kane's got the smallest one.
Bellingham's ripping people around, Jesus.
Burn's trying to get a little bit of shelter to come in from the back, but here it comes, looking for Dan Burn at the far post. Burn gets his header to it. And it goes off Dan Burn, I thought, for a goal kick. We're going to get a corner, though.
I'm not sure. Are we going to get a corner?
He's pointing for a corner.
I don't think it came off Dan Burn, did it?
I thought he headed it.
No, I don't.
I thought he headed it straight into touch. But anyway, we've got a corner. And again, we're going to have the same scrummage in the box with these 3 Albanian defenders on 4 England players. And each England player was about a foot taller than his counterpart. Burn, Bellingham, Konza, Kane. They've all split over here. It's Burn! Oh! Great save! Great save to Kosha. Denied Dan Burn from a debut goal. And it's going to be a corner here for England. Another one.
Come on, Dan Burn.
Nearly marking his debut with a fantastic header. Great lead, great header. On target, it's a fantastic save. And Sukosha's palmed it onto the bar.
Absolute glamour save there from the goalkeeper to prevent Dan Burn from also getting a debut goal. And then the pressure, Billy, for Dan Burn to win another corner as well.
He has. And Declan Rice's 2 corners so far have been very good. Can we capitalise on the third one? Nearly 42 minutes in. Still England 1, Albania 0. In comes the corner. It's going to be Dan Burn to target again. Dan Burn gets to it too. Not do it back across goal. But the Albanians managed to clear it this time. Lewis-Skelly's in a race and doesn't do very well there, Lewis-Skelly. Out physical, and now Albania on the break on the far side. Walker's got to be quick, and is. And does very well with Walker on the cover there.
Wow, we look really threatening from corners, Billy.
Yeah. The first side of defensive frailty from Lewis-Skelly there, Stato. Very weak, wasn't he there?
Yeah, that was poor from Lewis-Skelly. Defensive cover. Tino's the guy who does that for us. Obviously, Lewis-Skelly was tasked with it, but you can't dither with it there because all of a sudden you're 2-on-2 or 2-on-1. You've got to be very careful.
To throw into Albania.
Burns definitely. Go on. I'm just saying Burns carrying on his momentum from the cup final. He looks like a man possessed.
Anyhow, Albania are on the attack at the moment with the right back, who's playing it wide here for the number 9. He cuts inside. Back again to the right back. Asilani, I think it is on the ball now. The number 8. They're having a bit of possession now, Albania. 43 minutes in. They've been dominated possession-wise and territory-wise, really, and England do deservedly lead. But it's not been a great performance so far from England. Very ponderous, very passive. Not very.
I mean, I love our corners.
Yeah, the corners are good.
Because you've got Bellingham, Kane, and Byrne.
Albanian on an attack, yeah, is a long distance shot, which goes high wide and not very handsome. He wants a corner. Let's give a goal kick. And now he's going to get booked for descent, I think. Now the referee decided to let him off. Is it a corner, this? I'm not sure. But he wasn't very happy about it, Asani, and made his thoughts well and truly known to the referee. Here's Rice. Give and go with Bellingham. I'll say give and go. He just stood in the same place and got it back through. Here's Dan Byrne. He's had a very good first half, have to be said. Both defensively and in attacking ways as well. Here he is again. Walking pace. Lewis-Skelly, the score of the only goal. And then back to Dan Byrne. It looks like England are playing for half time here. Konza.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine he's going to put much on.
Here's Byrne. Good ball into Kane. He goes backwards. Good crisp ball for the middle, Evan Byrne.
Kane loves doing that. He just pings it straight back. What's the point?
Yeah. Here is Dan Byrne again. This time he's in a far more advanced position. And the refs go for half time. No injury time or anything. 1-0 to England at half time, Stato. Thoughts?
Very poor opening 20 minutes. Very passive. But then it was a absolutely world-class assist from Jude Bellingham for the goal. Very good movement from Lewis-Skelly. Good little touch to get his goal. Fantastic moment for him. And really threatening from set pieces. Rashford's been the better of the controversial players starting today. The other controversial ones being, I personally think, players like Foden and Curtis Jones have not been very good. Rice, who is a mainstay in the side, I think has been terrible. Kane, Kane's been okay. I normally moan about Harry Kane. He's been fine today. Nothing wrong with his performance so far. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's Albania. You'd like to be winning by more than 1-0 at half time, but we're doing okay. I think everybody was quite scared in the first 20 minutes, just feeling themselves into the game. But hopefully we can kick on in the second half and do a bit better.
Super chat from Dan Robinson, who says we'll be seeing Burn to Arsenal rumours soon. That wouldn't surprise anybody, would it? In the least.
Could you bring up our substitutes bench, please, Billy?
I can indeed. Let's have a look, see what we've got here on the bench. Basically, it's everyone that's not on the side, but
right. So who would be interesting for the second half? Oh, Big Dom Solanke could be an interesting shout. Jared Bowen, Gordon, Morgan Rogers. Of course, we've got to consider that a lot of these will probably start in the Monday game, you would imagine.
Yeah.
So who's he willing to bring on to make it interesting in the second half? Possibly. Do you reckon Big Dom Solanke is going to start on the next game?
No. Harry Kane will be definitely starting. He always starts, wouldn't he? He'll probably get pulled off about the 60th minute, Harry Kane. I think we'll see Gordon. I think we'll see Bowen. I think we'll probably see... I won't be surprised
maybe.
I think we'll see Henderson.
I think one thing we've got to remember is it's not Southgate managing anymore, so it wouldn't necessarily be the typical substitutions. We might see something different, so we don't know what Tommy T is going to want to choose. I mean, Jack said Eze. Yeah, I mean, Eze's a fair shout. Obviously, Palace have been pretty poor this season. Well, have they been poor? I mean, they've not been great. They've been okay. Fair enough, they did lose Elise, but yeah. We will see. For people who are asking about my hair, by the way, failed allergy test, not doing it. Not risking burning scalps, going to hospital and hair falling out. Sorry, guys. It was mentioned earlier on the show. I will do something else. So feel free to get some suggestions in the chat. There's people suggesting things like tattoos and doing the Great North Run. Cool suggestions. I'm up for whatever. I'm happy to do something else. It's no bother at all. I'm a little bit disappointed myself. I was looking forward to it. So It is what it is. But we'll do something else.
Well, we may do a bit of homework. We haven't done any housework. So if you are new to the channel and it's your first time, there are over 1,600 of you, which is a massive amount for an international game. Get yourself subscribed to the channel and join the great Toon Review community. We're heading towards 37,000 subscribers. Memberships are also available. And also give the thumbs up, because that's really important to us also. Helps encourage like-minded fans to the channel. Anything else that's over? What I'll say? Oh, our sponsors, Memory Records, over there in Whitley Bay. Steve, go and see him either online or go and see him in the shop in the town centre, Whitley Bay. Got all sorts of musical stuff and memorabilia and some great stuff, and he'll give you a bit of a discount if you mention that you're a Toon Review subscriber. Fantastic place to go and get your musical vinyl needs. Anything else that I've missed there?
I think that's everything. Memory Records. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. We are going to do the next England game. We've got lots of Newcastle related shows coming up as well. So make sure you have subbed if you've not already, so you can come back and see more fun shows, whether it's lives, pre-recorded stuff. Paul does pre-recorded news videos. Paul has got one out earlier today, I believe, about the whole celebration situation. So go watch that one as well.
Graham Hedworth, who's a Forest fan, he thinks you should swim the channel.
Oh, not much then.
Oh, swim the Atlantic then. Oh, dear me.
I mean, to be fair, Billy, I was having this conversation with Sam last Sunday about tattoos. I'm not completely against that, to be fair. I can't even. It's not. It's a little bit concerning. I can't remember the conversation too well. I think we were talking about having magpies or something. I wouldn't mind magpies potentially.
Why didn't you get the Carabao Cup tattooed on your shoulder or something with a date on it, March 16th?
Yeah, but I don't want it to be too. Well, I've got to be careful here in case people have got tattoos like that. But I don't know. I don't want it to be too. Maybe ultra-like is the thing. I go and watch a lot of games in Eastern Europe as well when I go back to Poland, and it's
have
frowned upon behaviour.
On your back or something. You're not going to be on show, is it?
I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll definitely put it in the pot.
In fact, haven't you had one already?
I haven't. No.
Oh, dear me. Magpies is a prison tattoo, Bending Johnson says. And I don't want to say what David
Is it a prison tattoo? Really? Magpies aren't like.
I thought swallows was a prison tattoo. Ben Nicholson
surely a couple of magpies with a football or something isn't a prison tattoo. It's pretty obvious it's to do with Newcastle United, surely.
I would think so. Dave suggests a backsack and crack.
Yeah, I think shaving's just a bit boring, guys, because if I shave head or beard, it would just grow back in a couple of weeks.
But this is waxing.
I think it's pretty boring, right?
It's the pain bit of it, isn't it?
It's got to be. I feel like it's got to be something a little bit with a bit more umph, because I've promised this for a long time. So it's got to be. I've let you guys down. Yeah. Well, I've let you. There's nothing I could do about it, but I feel like it's got to be something a bit bigger, right? So we'll try and pick something interesting.
Keith T says, "What about a tattoo of Sean Longstaff? That would be unique."
Oh, fucking hell.
Stato, you just swore on it. No, that's the first ever.
Don't ask me to get Sean Longstaff tattoos then. Sorry, Sean. I don't think Sean would want me to get a tattoo of him either. So,
Agman Team for Logic is a good suggestion. Get a tattoo of yourself, but with blonde hair.
A tattoo of myself with blonde hair? That is awful. No, definitely
not. Dear me. Swallowing a magpie. Prison tattoos, yeah. Martin says, you're looking well tonight, Billy. Getting back to yourself. Ish. Bit of a setback earlier, but I'm getting through it. It's all good.
I tell you what, and Acid, would it confuse you to know that you're not the first person to have suggested that tonight?
A bolt from the blue, so to speak. Yeah, you don't want the pain of that. Christ almighty. Yeah, people do it, don't they?
Billy.
Yes.
Second half, what we expecting?
I think he'll keep it the same. For maybe 20 minutes. Maybe push a little bit more, maybe. And then I think he'll make changes. You can't make too many changes. It's not friendly, so we'll see who comes on. But I imagine Kane will come off at some point.
Hopefully for Solanke. I'd like to see Solanke get some minutes. Is Watkins injured? Where is he?
Not even in the squad, yeah. He's injured, yeah.
Oh, dear. We do have a super chat from Len Simmons, $4.99. Thank you very much. Alex, get rid of the beard. Keep the mustache. Your beard will grow back. It's not permanent like a tattoo. Stop being a wimp.
He's not been a wimp. He's suggesting a tattoo. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, respectfully, thank you for the super chat, but I feel like I'm being the reverse. I feel like doing a quick shave is a bit of a wimpy get out of jail free card because it's done in 2 weeks. It grows back. I feel like a tattoo is a lot more of a commitment for something like this. So, respectfully, I think it's the opposite. I think doing a quick shave is a cop out because it's gone really quick.
Lynn Simpson thinks she'd have blonde extensions put in.
Oh God, I look awful, wouldn't I? To be fair, one of our mods, Tom, did do a Photoshop blonde version of me that was in our private chat, which you lot have not seen. So maybe we can show it on TTR Friday next week. We'll see.
Yeah. Brian Gus says, get a colonic irrigation and get Lady Sam to film it. Good grief.
No. Sunderland tattoo. You are not funny, Graham.
Chipper says a nipple piercing.
Bloody hell. Is that what you've got, is it, Chippers? Oh, nearly lost a laptop then. God, that was how horrific that suggestion was.
Would Stato grow a rat's tail and keep it for a year?
What, like an Anakin Skywalker? No, I'm right.
A new drone, Baz Daninder says. You get arrested for that, though, don't you?
To be fair, those rat's tail things, when I was young, that was when they were doing all the funny... all the Star Wars remakes, all the Phantom Menace and all of that. And you could buy in like every shop did like a clip-on rat tail, and every kid in the school had like a funny little rat tail. They had to ban them. Foxy with an OG comment there. Long time no see, Foxy. I haven't seen you in a while. Tattoo of Finn Lachenmacher. No. But good shout. Good shout.
Rapper says, go and slap a Mackham. Len says, okay, where would you put... There's another super chat. Thank you, Len. Very much appreciated. Okay, where would you put the tattoo, bearing in mind we will need to see it?
I mean, if I was going to get something like that, I feel like it'd be sort of arm, collarbone. You know, it's not going to be a tramp stamp, is it? I definitely, yeah. If I was going to do it, I'd put it somewhere where we could see it, 100%. Get a bottle of Moretti, but instead of it saying directions, have it Tenali instead. I mean, I've seen some of those. They're interesting. Time Bridge.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Over your back. I mean, that'd be a lot of work in that, though. That'd be a painful, that one.
Yeah, that'd be a painful one, an expensive one, or a long one.
Sam says that's where mine is going. What's going? Oh, on your arm. I see. I'm with you.
Unless she's getting a Time Bridge on her back.
Potentially. Angel of the North with a Toon top on. Lots of good ideas. The Toon review logo, says Ollie.
I mean, I like the Angel of the North one. That's quite cool. But I feel like it's got to be a little bit more club related, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially, Sam's dad keeps telling me off for saying this, but I'm not actually from the region. So I'd rather get something more football club specific than region specific.
Why don't you get the Mount Rushmore of Newcastle managers? Like Robson, Keegan, Harvey, and Howe.
What? Steve Bruce, Steve McLaren.
No, but if you had Harvey, Keegan, Robson, Howe, and a Mount Rushmore tattoo, that'd be a good, unique tattoo. I like that idea.
You've got to do a bad one. Steve Bruce, Steve McLaren, John Carver,
Sam Allardyce.
Who's fourth?
Graham Souness.
Sam Allardyce. Oh my God! What a four! That is awful. Bloody hell.
Bill McGarry, Christ. Looney Tune, just to keep up with time, says, when you're getting the blonde hair, Stato?
Yeah, we've been through that. I'm not addressing
general census is a tattoo, I've got to say, says Kevin. I think a tattoo is a general census. Julie J says Harvey Barnes with a bow and arrow.
I mean, we'll do
choking here.
Yeah, definitely not. We'll collate all of these interesting suggestions, and we'll do. I mean, LG's just said, "Can you not do a charity walk?" I mean, yeah, potentially. So what we'll do, we'll collate all of the interesting ideas, and we'll do a poll like next TTR Friday. So make sure you are subscribed and you come back for the next TTR Friday, because we'll get Paul to do an actual poll on what's a good one. Because I genuinely don't mind doing a tattoo. It's just got to be something I would like. So I get the final say on that.
Yeah, you've got to live with it, so you've got to like it, haven't you?
Exactly. So I'm getting the final say. But yeah, something like a charity walk or an obstacle course. I used to do a lot of that when I was a bit younger. Lots of rat races. I used to do the rat race in Manchester. That was fun, like a 15K obstacle course. So stuff like that's pretty cool. I wouldn't do a walk. I feel like I don't like doing walks for charity. I think if you're going to do something for charity, you've actually got to suffer. You've got to try. And walking for me is walking. It's not that challenging. So I feel like I've got to do something that's difficult to warrant it being for charity.
Stato, I'm going to have to pay a visit before the second half starts. I'll leave them in your capable hands.
Yeah, you disappear. Right. Well, we'll go over the teams again, shall we? Shall I figure out how to? Oh God, he's left me, and I can't remember how to get the bloody teams on the screen. Let's have a go. How do we do this? It is. I can't remember. It's fine. My brain's good enough. Second half, then, guys. I want some suggestions in the chat about who you would like to see maybe coming off first. Maybe you've seen enough, and who you would like to see off the bench for England. I know I've got a blurry background. I appreciate that. It's because I'm somewhere else, so I can watch the game on a big telly. Yeah, so subs for the second half. Let us know who you want off, who you want on, who you want to see in an England shirt. Test out in the second half. Personally, I'd like to see Morgan Rogers get a few minutes. It would be nice. I would like to see Anthony Gordon start, sort of come on the left, but I think he's probably going to start in the next game anyway. So I don't know if that's even worth it. So maybe Morgan Rogers. I would like to see Dominic Solanke come on and maybe get half an hour, considering we are in the lead. I really want Rice to come off, but I don't know who he'd come off for. Because do we really want Jordan Henderson playing any more minutes? I personally don't. I mean, who've we got? Wouldn't mind seeing Gordon on, Rice defo off, Bowen for Foden, Rogers for Jones. I think that's another one I wrote that I think Bowen's probably going to start in the next match. Surely it's got to be Gordon and Bowen, right, as the two proper wingers. Foden or Rashford off for Gordon. I mean, yeah, I don't think Rashford's been too bad, but I think Foden's been awful. Walker off, Tino on. Yeah, but again, same thing. I think Tino's going to start the next game, is he not? But yeah, I don't think Walker's been fantastic. A couple of good recovery runs, but beyond that, Rashford and Foden need to come off. Bowen for Rashford. A lot of hate for Rashford. I genuinely don't think Rashford's been that bad today. So far, I think he's been okay. How is Walker still in this team? His legs have gone. I mean, I don't agree with that. He's not as quick as he was, but his legs definitely haven't gone. He made a 50-yard recovery run, and he was fantastic. Rogers for Jones. Jones, forgot about him. Curtis Jones, I don't think he's had a great first half. Really good box entry from the right-hand side. Lots of technical ability. Got past a few players. Tried to dink it in the 6-yard box. But beyond that, I think Curtis Jones has been absolutely shocking. He's carried on his Sunday. He's been poor. And it is a big shame because we do need some midfielders in this England setup to actually step up, because our midfield just looks quite thin to be wanting to win a World Cup. Our midfield, I feel, is just very meh. Rice is okay. He's a good player for a decent Premier League side trying to challenge, and he's okay, but he's not been great tonight. And we have kicked off in the second half as Billy rejoins me. Billy, I see what we're going to have to do. You've stolen my pee break, so you're going to have to do the first few minutes while I'm going to nip to the loo. I'll be back in a second.
Okay, mate. Well, Dan Burns has taken a free kick for England. Curtis Jones picks it up from deep. Walker to Konza on the halfway line. Nothing's happened as yet. Now Kyle Walker again. Wide then for Curtis Jones. Jones down the line for Foden. Foden comes all the way back to Kyle Walker. And now Curtis Jones again. And already it started in that same ponderous build-up. Here's Dan Burn on the left-hand side in for Rashford. Rashford's tackled. It will be a throw into Albania. Yeah. There's Tuchel with his overcoat. Albanian throw-in just short of the halfway line. Lots of empty seats there, actually. Whether it's people not back from the bars and the toilets, Dan Burn nods it out for a throw-in. Didn't go out for a throw-in, but it just go out clear it for throw-in, and the Albanian's gone down, holding his face. It's the one with the bleached blonde hair, strange enough. I think Dan Burn may have kicked him in the face here. Well, he's shinned him in the face, right on the chin. He's very happy. It wasn't deliberate. But Dan Burn did get the ball out of play, which is the most important thing. And here's Stato again. Do you want me to do the first half of the second half?
Yeah, just carry on. I'll just take over after a bit.
So it's a throw into the Albanians, and let's just give a free kick, which he may have done, given that Dan Burn did shin him in the chin.
Shin him in the chin.
When he went to clear it, and on his follow through, his chin went straight into his chin. I think he'd give a free kick. In dangerous position, wide on the right hand side for Albania. Asalani's there. I think he's going to take it. England have to be switched on here as the the free kick comes in. Dan Burn gets a flick on header, and it's going to be picked up on this left hand side by the number 10. Going at Declan Rice, sorry. Gets inside Declan Rice, gets a cross in. Good header away from Dan Burn again. Volley of miss hit. Dan Burn again with a clearance. Rashford wins it, does really well, and plays a lovely pass to Foden. Unlucky though. Foden has done really well to win the ball, but hasn't got the pace to get back to fullback. He's got a overlap from Walker, goes inside. What Harry Kane was doing there, I don't know. But Albania can now come on their own counter attack, and there's a foul there. Ref says play on. Kyle Walker, I thought it was a foul. Here's Foden. 2 against him, got no support. Coming back to Jones. And the Albanian player still on the floor, and the referee's going to stop play. I thought it was a free kick, Stato.
Yeah, it was a bit of 50-50 there. I don't really mind. If the ref doesn't think so, he doesn't think so. He's hurt his fingers. It's not foul.
Is this a foul?
Absolutely.
No, he's fouled out himself. No one knew.
He's fallen over. It's not. It's not a free kick to anybody. It's fine. Play on. He's not got a head injury. The referee should not be stopping play if he's hurt his fingers. Get off then if it hurts so much.
Yeah, ridiculous to stop the play there.
Oh, he's just waved the other hand. Absolute cheat. He's waved his hand and then he's forgotten and he's waved the opposite one in pain. Which one is it, mate? What an absolute moron. Oh, dear. And the Oscar goes to...
Oh, dear me. Here's Burn.
By the way, we completely ignore the fact that Phil Foden was absolute dog water in that phase.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Useless.
Here's Jones to Rice. He leaves it for Burn. Burn, well, I don't know what that was, but there you go. That's his first. Well, he gets to Skelly. Obviously, nice pressure on the ball to get to Skelly. But Albania do win the ball in their own half. Good bit of play to get away from there. And also nice play, but Lewis-Skelly did really well that time, defensively. Plays to Rice, who once again is trying to go forward this time. Yes, he does. Lewis-Skelly cuts back, goes all the way back to Dan Burn. And now it's Riconza in the centre circle, just going across the halfway line now, into the Albanian half, goes back to Dan Burn. Dan Burn's got 10 yards to move into if he so wishes. Doesn't stand on the ball, walks forward. We'll go back to Konza. Forward ball from Konza to Lewis-Skelly, who's cut inside. There's a free kick there, surely. No. Well, the ref could have played advantage there, couldn't he? Good grief.
Oh, we've got an angry person in the chat. Can tell we don't play football. I mean, I did for about 20 years, mate. Do you play football?
Yeah.
Subjective. Somebody's down. It's not a head injury. Do what you want.
Anyway, it's free kick, which for some reason Phil Foden's come across the take. So this is probably going to end up in the stands behind the goal or in the arms of the goalkeeper, one of the two. Prove me wrong, Phil. Bends it. And he does get it on. Oh, thought we were going on target then.
It's going backwards.
Yeah. It's one of the deceptive angles, wasn't it? Dan Burn's pressurising here, and it doesn't win it. And in fact, was run away from the number 10. He floats it across to the far side of the pitch, where the right back picks it up. Down the line he goes. Little ball inside. Ball looking for the run of the Albanian striker, but well played. Royce was so ponderous there, but did in the end get a foot on it. Here's Bellingham. Haven't seen much of the ball second half. Plays the ball in, and there's a foul there, surely. He's played it in for Rashford. It was elbow charge off the ball there. And the rest says play on.
Poor from Kane, not making himself available there. Poor movement.
To the Albanian back four. Into the midfield they go, and back to the back four, and they're playing like England now.
Robert D with the 99p super sticker. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Robert D. Appreciate that. It's the left back for Albania. Ball inside to Asani. Oh, Jones almost robbed him. Just failed.
Well, yeah, just got a foul instead. Jesus.
Pressure coming in from England here, and it's good pressure, but they get away with it. Well, they don't, because it's a poor pass. Will be a throw-in to the English. Jim Shitty, straight to touch. Chip has been a member for 39 months. He says, Stato, get the words, here's the thing tattooed on you.
No.
Here's Jones. And now Walker. No cutting edge about England, is there, Stato? It's very, very...
Well, I mean, Jones trying a 1-2, but I'm just being patient with it. It feels like Man City without the penetration. It's just all...
Yeah. That's Bellingham. Good.
Bellingham's the only one playing a killer ball.
Once again, Foden loses out. He surely must be on the edge of being pulled off here, Foden, because he's been absolutely dreadful tonight. Here's Kyle Walker. Back in the right back position. He's got Pickford available if he wants to give it to him, and he does. Pickford's way out of his goal, and he just nudges it forward to his northeastern brethren. Not quite. Dan Burn.
Found the Arsenal fan. Yeah, Rice is not number one, mate. In those kinds of positions in the league this year, you've got Tonali, Bruno, Baleba, Caicedo. Like, there's a huge list of midfielders far above Declan Rice this season for me. It's a big list.
Here is Rice. Burn. Across to Konza. Forward then for Jones, and then back then to Rice, who goes forward for Bellingham. Back to Rice, and then to Lewis-Skelly. Lewis-Skelly's got a bit of space to move into if he so wishes. Goes straight away for Rashford. Rashford's comes inside. Plays it back to Dan Burn. Got a bit of space if he wants to use it. Plays a cross-field ball for Kyle Walker. Chest from Walker's awful. But he does manage to get possession, luckily. Ref gives a free kick. Not sure about that one.
How that's a foul. Yeah, Walker's been sold a bit short there. I don't think that was a foul. Teddy Sheringham in the crowd.
With Dion Dublin, yes.
I think Teddy Sheringham probably moves about as well as Harry Kane still.
Probably does. They could have the slowest 100-metre race in history, them two, couldn't they? Add John Joe Shelby into the mix. Oh, Rashford almost stole it there, but Albania played past him and in the end go backwards again.
Good energy from Rashford again. I'm not, I was very angry with the lineup, but I can't fault him for his efforts so far. He's been okay.
Albania trying to play down a blind alley and it goes out of play, but in the end, the linesman gives it. It will be thrown to England. I don't think it's doing Phil Foden any favours playing on the right-hand side. That's not his position, is it, really? He wants to be more central, if anything, doesn't he? And he's not going to be more central with Bellingham. Yeah. Here's Rashford. A little bit of a step over. Two players coming towards him. Well, it wasn't a nice ball inside. But he's still pressurising, trying to win it back, and almost did. And in fact, he has done. Oh, unlucky. He's going to give a free kick away there. Ref gives us advantage. And he didn't give a free kick for that, strangely enough.
He has now. He's not. He didn't use the advantage hand signals though. He just did what he just stood there. Is that a foul? Yes. Oh no, he's barely touched him.
Well, he has pulled out.
Yeah, I don't think he touched him there. I think he's faked that. Newcastle fan placing Bruno above Rice as expected. No, mate, it's facts. 4-0 over 2 legs in the Carabao Cup and beat you in the league. We've beaten you the last 3 times we've played you.
And Bruno didn't play in 6
It's not been overly difficult. Yeah, I don't think it's controversial at all that Bruno's better than Rice. I think it's gold standard. It's not at all controversial to say that. And I'm not just saying Newcastle players are better. I'm saying players such as Baleba for Brighton, Caicedo for Chelsea. It's more than that. It's not just our players. So I'm happy to move out of the realms of bias and go to other teams because Rice is not that guy at all.
Walker, Collins would move forward. It's a poor pass. And once again, Foden's found wanted on this right-hand side.
Rashford versus Hakimi coming soon. I mean, it's not, mate, because Anthony Gordon's the left winger for England. So good luck with that.
He means for PSG in the Champions League.
What for Aston Villa? Of course.
That's if Rashford starts, because he hardly starts, does he? He comes off the bench.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's
generally Rodgers or someone like that plays wide left. But I mean, Hakimi had Salah in his pocket. It wasn't Salah, was it? Diaz in his pocket.
He was.
Good player, Hakimi. Ball is with the Albanians deep, but Lewis-Skelly robs it, does really well. He's not going to get that, is he? He does really well. Quite about 4 fouls there. They can play Rashford in here. What's Rashford's pace like? He's going into the area. Cuts inside and he's robbed. First time, well won back by Bellingham, though. Can he cross it? Just brilliantly, Kane! Oh, has he missed that? Good grief. You got one job, Harry. On a plate for him. Lots of fouls going on. Lots of England players down. Rashford thought we'd lost his chance. He was robbed. But then it was won back by Bellingham. Did brilliant to win it back. He put his foot in the ball. Got a great cross in. And Kane flicked it wide from 5 yards out. Stato should be a goal, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was frustrating that Rashford couldn't make a little bit more of it, but he was rapid. He got into the mixer that Bellingham tried to get in as well. Kane with a glancing header couldn't quite get it on target. It was a good opportunity. Shame we couldn't do more.
Once again, Bellingham the shining light in that England team. Good header from Burn away. Looked like pushing the back there on Curtis Jones, but nothing's given. Kane doesn't even jump, but he does win the ball and lays it back for Jones, who is fouled. Ref says he plays the ball.
That's a foul.
Yeah, wow, see, I thought so. And he's good interception from Lewis-Skelly, though. Well read. And they're in each other's way here, Rashford and Bellingham. Here's Rashford. Now Kane is deep. Got to play it wide for Jones. Jones has got another chance. Good defending from the Albanian. I'm not sure what Jones was doing. I think he was crossing to the far post. But he has got possession.
He could have scored.
He probably should have scored. He should have shot, shouldn't he? I don't think he did shoot. Here's Rice. Into Bellingham, back to Conza. Now Burn, very hard at the pitch. Wide he goes to Lewis-Skelly. Now Bellingham. And now Dan Burn again. Dan Burn at the quarterback role. Goes wide. Here's Lewis-Skelly. Back to Bellingham. Ball looking for Kane. It's not a good one that time. It wasn't Kane, it was Foden. Kane was stood like 20 yards outside the penalty area. Burn. To Rice. To Jones. And now it's with Walker. Here's Kane very deep again. Ball forward through. Jones. Tackling himself 3 times there, but he's still got possession of the ball. Inside then for Bellingham. Now Rice. Further wide to Walker. He's got Foden further wide. 2 men on him. Goes back to Walker. Nice running then behind them. Jones doesn't see him. He gives it to Foden again. Now Rice. First time ball in for Bellingham. It's all at walking pace so far. Konza. Kane is very deep. Should be in the box, Harry. You were centre forward. Goes for a cross. Jones and Foden's managed to cock that up in front of goal. Absolutely awful from Foden.
Yeah, Phil Foden's not. He's just not the guy. Really, really good cross. Good from Jones. Jones has started to play a little bit better in the second half, but Foden just not alive to it. It's just not. He's not the races at all. Foden needs to come off. He really does.
We're 61 and 17 seconds in. And now England subs warming up on the far side. I can see them top of the screen there. At the borders with the Albanian keepers for Kocha at the minute. They're trying to build from deep down the line. Good pressure this time. I think that was Rice, wasn't it, with the tackle?
Yeah, I mean, Julie Jones just said it there. Jones getting into the game. Yeah, I mean, I've been really critical of Jones, but at least he's actually doing something. He's getting into it. He's tried a little cheeky flip flap there. It wasn't really necessary, but Foden's just not been that guy. Curtis Jones just tried to handball that. Then what was he doing?
It's the Albanians anyway. Again, going from deep. Hardly any territory from at all in this game. Long ball forward, looking for the Dan Burn gets a volley to. Rice again goes backwards and plays Conza into trouble, but he stayed remarkably calm then. Did really well after being played in trouble by Rice. Here's Rashford. He does well to keep that one in. Running the fullback one-on-one. Can he go past him? Will he go on the outside? Will he cut inside? He can't cut inside. There's a player there. Goes to cross it. Will win a throw in. Good positive run from Rashford there.
Yeah, he's playing like the Rashford of old, isn't he? He's tracking. He's trying. He's energetic. He's running the wing. I think that's all Man United fans ever wanted from him, and he just stopped doing it. If he does it when he's in an England shirt, fine.
Albania making a change here. Badrami's going off. And
Armando Broya coming on.
Could be.
I don't even know who he plays for at the moment.
He's at Everton, isn't he?
Is he Everton, Armando Broja? Broya, however we say his name. Where is he at the moment? He's been everywhere. He is at Everton. God, he's only 23. He feels like he's been around forever.
He's a big lad, isn't he? He's Kane anyway. He's very deep. Burn to Konza. I'd like to see Kane come off and let the midfielders do the work that he's trying to do. And maybe bring on Solanke, someone like that. Because I think Kane clogs things up in the middle of the park. I do, honestly.
No, I'm not a big fan of his either. I know that he gets elite levels of goal scoring at Bayern, but I get that. I just don't like the system we have to play with him.
Everything's got to be around him, hasn't it? Yeah, everything's catered for him. Here's Burn, back to Pickford. 64 minutes, almost on the clock. Here's Konza. And then it's with Rice.
Go on, Tommy, pull the trigger.
Wide to Lewis-Skelly. And England can get out here now. Here's Curtis Jones. Ball in for Kane. Got a ball on for Jones. You see, that's awful. Oh, it's gone for Foden. The ball was for Jones, really. Oh, it's Walker, in fact. Here's Foden, but he's back to Jones now. At Rice. Can't some of them dye their hair blonde, so I understand who's who. Here's Burn to Curtis Jones. Now Lewis-Skelly, back to Burn. It's very much like attack versus defence at school, this game.
Training game.
Yeah, it's very much like that, isn't it? Rice wide then to Burn. Lewis-Skelly as well to win the ball back there. Really well. Goes past one. He's heading towards goal here. Plays it forward. Bellingham to Lewis-Skelly. Oh, he shit out of that one. The big Albanian scared the living daylights out of him. And they could come away with the ball. Nice pass that from the Albanian into the right winger. Dan Burn comes out to put a bit of fire out. And does do. Out for throwing.
Well done, Dan. Good lad.
Defensive work from Dan Burn there.
Foden struggled there to stop that.
Dan Burn enjoyed the battle with Armando Broya. Two physical lumps, aren't they? But he's been outdone for pace there by him. Pulled his shirt and Broya's in. Pickford did well to come out and get the ball. First time Dan Burn's been found wanting there, Stato.
Well, I mean, he needed a left back in his defence.
He did, yeah.
Where is Lewis-Skelly? Oh, he's all the way up there. Tennis prodigy mentioning Kane and Henry never scored in finals, unlike King Drogba. I'll have you know it's King Isak now. Isak scores in finals.
And Burn, in fact. Here's
And
Jones.
Burn.
Lewis-Skelly and further wide to Rashford. I think we are due a change now. There's no doubt about it in my mind. It's very stale. His Burn, literally with his foot on the ball. Rice once again goes backwards to Walker. Now Konza. Rice back to Burn.
Come on, Thomas.
Burn goes wide then. Jones. Bellingham's come short to receive it. He gives it to Rice instead. Rice plays it back to Konza. Ball and then for Walker. Walker goes further wide to Foden. He's 1-on-1 this time. Cuts inside as he's done every time he's had the ball. Here's Rice. Further square to Jones. Jones will play it wide then to Rashford, who this time has gone for a cross and it's a poor one. And Albania can break. And next time the ball goes out of play, I will hand over to Stato to finish the game off.
Declan Rice scanning like he's wearing a neck brace at the moment.
Out of play it goes. Still 1-0 to England. And for the rest of the game, I will leave you in the most capable hands of Stato. And here comes Anthony Gordon, just as I speak.
And what a time to take over as we get Anthony Gordon and Jared Bowen pulling the shirts on. Anthony Gordon, for some reason with the number 18. God knows why he's not in the first 11 for numbers. Maybe it's just on today's match day numbers. I hope that's changed for next week. What an insulting thing.
I don't think it is because Burn's got the 12 on, isn't he?
Wow. Yeah, shocking. But yeah, it looks like Gordon and Foden are going to come on, and we're actually going to have some classic wingers. Although Rashford's not been too bad, we're going to have some classic wingers come on and hopefully bring a bit more pain. Looks like they're coming straight on as well with no warm up.
Paul says, "Holy shit, this is a boring game of football." It is indeed.
You know, Paul's bored when he's had to load up to actually chat because it's that boring. Yeah,
and doing caps.
Yeah, Paul, no all caps. Sorry. The mods will have to time you out. Right, well, there's a long ball from Albania. Gordon on the brain here. And it's been played into the box, but Kyle Walker's got a foot to it and managed to clear it away. That was dodgy there. That was 3-on-3. Being dithered around by Curtis Jones in the box, but he's managed to retain it. And England can play out. That was dangerous there. Completely fallen asleep. It was a long ball over the top, and all of a sudden it was a 3-on-3 in our box. Where did that come from, Billy?
Mistake from Burn, unfortunately. Or a ball over the top of Dan Burn, I should say.
Well, he can't win every header. If it's played over him, it's played over him.
Yeah. Yeah, he slips, says Stato.
I was too busy sorting out the substitutions. Bellingham's got it, though. Just in front of their box. Kyle Walker's decided to have a little play. He's going to go to the left-hand side to Curtis Jones. To Rashford. Out to Skelly on the left wing. Rashford's a little bit deeper. To Curtis Jones. Into Skelly. He tries to play it central. Kane, edge of the box. He's got to go backwards. To Declan Rice.
The ball's not going to go out of play now to about 10 minutes, is it?
To Foden. No, it's not. Foden, edge of the box. Ball's chipped to the back post. Bellingham on the keeper's fumbled it. Defenders managed to clear it. It's only just outside the box, though. We're probably going to retain this. We are. Bellingham's got it on the right wing. He's brought it down. He's got 2 on him. He's going to have to go back. Kyle Walker for support. A paper aeroplane nearly hits Phil Foden, but we've still got the ball. Curtis Jones, left-footed shot. Outside the box, it is blocked. Declan Rice cleans up the rebound. We do retain possession. Curtis Jones out to the right-hand side to Bellingham. Now we're just going to slow it down.
Yeah, it's going to be 15 minutes. The ball ain't going to go out of play.
Oh, dearie me. Carl Walker's looking for the long ball. He doesn't play it.
He slipped visible, son. Yeah, it wasn't fair to criticise. You're quite right.
And you sod, Billy. I think you're right. The ball ain't going out of play at all, is it? Curtis Jones on the right wing at the moment. Quite deep, though. Back to Declan Rice, who's looking for a straight pass. There isn't one there. Curtis Jones. Rashford's come central.
Dan Burn gets the ball.
Lewis-Skelly's holding the whip. Yeah. We've got Bellingham Central, who's wriggled free now, but an Albanian player gets a foot to it, and Albania are going to try and break. They've got it to the striker, but he's got 4 on him. Plays it back to the right back. He's going to try and hoof it long. They're going to try and use the wing. Albania have still got the ball. They do have a player holding his ankle in the middle of the park, and I'm not sure they want to play, but they're going to have to. They're spraying it out.
Just pick it out. Get him some treatment, mate. Get some treatment.
He's going to play the long ball over the top. Danburn loses the header, and it's their 9 through. And it's well cleared by Konsa. Oh, that was dangerous. Danburn losing the ball over the top there. That wasn't a slip that time. Burn just didn't win the jump. That's a shame there. And England have managed to settle that and get the ball back. It is Curtis Jones. And again, the ball is still in play. It's about 4 minutes since we saw Anthony Gordon and Jared Bowen waiting to come on. It looks like there's a third substitution has joined them. I can't see who it is. Sprayed out to Foden on the right. Is he going to take on his man? No, of course he's not. He plays it central, tries to run into the box. Declan Rice can't play forward passes. Burn to Skelly, to Rashford, left wing. Go for the overlap. He's not going to use him. Central to Rice in the box. Back flick to Bellingham. Right foot shot blocked. It was a good little attempt there. Creative, but he couldn't get the shot through. Too many Albanian black shirts there.
Declan Rice with the creative little back flick in the box there.
I mean, it was okay. It's the first positive thing he's done all day.
Yeah.
Long ball to Kane. He actually beats the keeper there. Is it going to go out? Is it going to go out? Oh, who knows? Harry Kane's...
It's a freaky corner. That's one of the two.
That was ridiculous to commentate on. That was. So ball over the top. Kane wins the header. The keeper misses it entirely. Well, I think they both got it. And then as the Albanian defender's trying to shepherd the ball out, Kane just pushes him off the pitch. So we get the corner. Very cheeky.
I bet we're not making change
now,
the corner.
Surely we make the substitutions.
Yeah, so we're going to.
We are. It is. Is that Morgan Rogers? I think it is. So Foden is coming off for Anthony Gordon. Rashford's coming off. So Foden and Rashford off. Who's the third?
Jones, I would say. Maybe Bellingham, but I would say it would be Jones.
I don't know. They've not shown it yet. Come on, cameramen. What are you doing?
It's on TV, isn't it? Beetle Greg says, hey guys, thanks for the super chat, mate. Hey guys, doing anything for non-league day? Probably not.
Rogers is on, but again, they've not told us who the third player off is.
Well, I think it's Jones because I can still see Bellingham.
Yeah. So the goalkeeper pretending he's hurt when he's the one who nearly punched Kane in the head. Get up. What are you on about? Honestly. Yeah, it is Jones. So Jones, Rashford, Foden off, and we have Morgan Rogers, Anthony Gordon, and Jared Bowen on. I am far more interested in this attacking lineup now.
Brilliant defended.
Just getting a replay. Yeah, just getting a replay of the Konsa clearance. Brilliant from Konsa. Well done. He gets a well done, however that's pronounced in Mackham speak, from Jordan Pickford. I'll tell you what, as we're doing this watch along, I've just had a text from a Man United friend who's just put, why is Gordon not in, but Rashford is? ? That's from a Man United fan. Bless him. I mean, I think we all think the same. To be fair, to any Man United fans watching, Rashford wasn't that bad. He actually tried. He wasn't fantastic, but he tried.
Albania making change as well, Stato, so good luck with these ones.
They're going to make a substitution from a corner. I mean, I thought it was a bit taboo to make subs at a corner, but it looks like there's going to be 5 changes from both sides altogether. The corner is going to come in. Is it Rice? It is Rice.
It's Rice, yeah.
All the big men in the box. 4 on the centre circle. Bellingham at the back post, across goal. Gordon's trying to scupper. Lewis-Skelly's got it. He's going to go backwards.
I mean, come on.
Carl Walker back to Pickford. And yet again, back to the Southgate days, and attacking England corner has ended up with Jordan Pickford. Bellingham's got it on the right wing, though. It was a long ball over, and he got it. Bellingham to the back post. Dan Burn's still there with Gordon following. He can't quite reach him. It was a good effort, though. Lewis-Skelly heads it back to the right for Bellingham. Bellingham's going to try and keep the ball. Skelly central. Dan Burn to Anthony Gordon, who should be fresh because he's had a bit of time off with his ban. Gordon sprays it out to the right with a bit of urgency. That's better. That's a lot quicker. Bowen, he's going to use his overlap for Carl Walker. Goes central for Declan Rice. Back post. Kane's got it. Shot, and it's in. Fantastic shot from Harry Kane.
Yeah,
well done, lads. Kane sneaking around at the back post there. You can't leave Kane in that much space. Once he gets the ball down, no one's on him, and he slots it home in the right-hand corner. Well done from Harry. Good job. 2-0 England.
Excellent finish, Stato, wasn't it? And Bellingham was at the key of everything for England. He's been our best player by a country mile tonight. But a great finish from Harry Kane. And that's not often I praise him, but credit where credit's due. That was a brilliant bit of calmness to bring the ball down. Poor defending from the Albanians to allow him to get the ball down. He's took 10 seconds to get that shot off. But good ball from his voice.
Maximum disrespect intended for the players that have gone off, because it was the substitutes in Anthony Gordon and Jared Bowen moving the ball quickly, moving the Albanian team from left to right. Bellingham, fantastic on the right-hand side. It comes over to Harry Kane, and because they've been moved about a lot quicker, there's space. People aren't being picked up. It was time for Harry Kane. He had the space. As soon as he gets the ball down and he's got a reasonable shot at goal, we know he's a great finisher. It was brilliant. It's what we need. It's what we need, Billy, with Bowen and Gordon, just moving the ball a bit quicker.
Yeah, a bit of
not
impetus,
as static as Foden was.
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
Well, game on, 78 minutes, and there might be more in this game. Oh, look at that pressing from Jared Bowen. Go on, lad. I do like Jared Bowen. He's a good player. Subs have come on for Albania. They wouldn't have liked to, they probably would have liked to have come on before they conceded that goal, but tough. And the referee has stopped play. Is the goalkeeper injured for Albania? Yeah, the goalkeeper has gone down holding his face. I don't know if something's happened from the crowd or if he's sneezed too hard. I couldn't tell you.
Well, I don't think Fatima was in the crowd, so it can't be the crowd throwing something at him.
Oh, I don't know. Keep us down again. I mean, he went to punch Harry Kane from a set piece and is now hurt himself. So I don't really know. For anybody who's got the volume on, what's wrong with him?
Well, if the chat say they don't know.
Uh-oh. Everyone, I don't mean to alarm you, but Jordan Henderson's warming up.
Well, it might probably take him 20 minutes, so it won't be too bad.
Oh, God. I mean, okay. Let's take a step back. To be fair to him, I've not watched anything of him at Ajax. I've got no idea what he plays like anymore. However, I can't imagine he's got his legs back, so it still does concern me.
I'm going to say he's going to be slow, as he always has been for the past 5 years. Hell of a player before that.
Brilliant takedown from Harry Kane there. That's what we want, though. We want our 9 in the box, making himself available for that. It was the reason why we're getting so angry in the Euros, was he was always so deep. You know, we want Harry Kane in those positions because we know he's a goal scorer.
It's an excellent finish, isn't it?
I mean, with how poor Declan Rice has been, in my opinion, I'm actually vaguely interested to see what Henderson can do in some capacity. But I think we're so far out from the World Cup. Surely this is not an option anymore. It can't be.
They've given him the number
they've got the stretcher out for him. Is he just concussion protocols? What's wrong with him? Has he been leathered or something? Yeah, goalkeeper's not right, guys. I think it's suspected concussion or... I mean, the stretchers... They've taken the stretcher off, so... And unfortunately, this is going to take a lot longer as a replacement because it's a goalkeeper, so it's not like we can just carry on. Is that Jamie Rubin getting on the goalie gloves for them?
I don't know. Well, I do know. I know it's not
Trying to
Jamie
slow
Rubin.
the game down. I mean, they are losing 2-0. So, mate, how many times do you want to do that signal? Like he's getting ready. Give him a minute. Honestly. Oh, he looks nothing like Jamie Rubin, does he? In my glasses. Right, get off the pitch then. Come on. Strakosha, whatever your name is. Off the back. There
Castrate.
we go. Castrati. Castrati is the name of the replacement goalkeeper. And finally, Declan Rice is off. I hope that's not the armband he was bloody holding there. Jordan Henderson on. I mean, we'll give him a chance, but I really don't.
How could someone be called Castrati? Good grief.
It might mean something different in his language.
He's going to drop some balls in the box.
Well, they're already 2 down. Right, well, the game has restarted, finally. There's probably going to be quite a lot of added time here. Carl Walker with a really sketchy back pass, but Dan Burn clears it up. Straight away, who's this? Morgan Rogers has got it in the attacking midfield area. No, it was Bellingham. Fantastic from Bellingham. They had to basically wrestle him to the ground there. I tell you what, Bellingham's been really good today.
Yes, he has. He's been outstanding.
I'll probably say Bellingham's my man of the match so far. I know we're only 82 minutes in, so we'll give it another 10 just in case. But so far, my money's on Bellingham. He's been the only player that's been solid for the whole game.
Look at Gordon within. Oh, this is good from Gordon.
Bowen with an in-swinging cross. It gets headed away. And we can't stop the counter. But Albania can't make it stick on the left wing. And it does go out for an England throw. Lucky for us, because that was a little bit dangerous there.
Castrati's first name is Eunuch, apparently.
Walker to Henderson. To Conta.
Who'd have thought in 2016 you'd still be saying that 9 years later?
I'll tell you what, this public notice is doing my head in. Gordon needs to impress. Sod off, mate. Did you just watch like the other wingers? They were shocking. You gave no criticism to Foden in your comments. Honestly, some people have got no criticism.
You just support public notice. Give us a clue.
Yeah, definitely don't like Newcastle, do you? You're clearly a Man City fan or an Arsenal fan or something. I'm so confused. I appreciate people have got biases and preferences, but I can't. Logically, I'm so lost. Right, Carl Walker with a throw in, right midfield. Definitely got some Mackhams in the chat tonight.
Go on,
Henderson, Carl Walker, good strength there to keep the ball. Henderson tries to play it central to Bowen, and Bowen does manage to get it. Henderson's picked it up and is running backwards as if he's shooting the other way. That was weird. Conta's having a little wander forward, seeing what he can do with it. Unless he's going to go back, he is going to go backwards to Dan Burn. All right, let's not get into this now, lads. Come on. Oh, that's terrible from Lewis-Skelly there. Tries to play a long ball towards Gordon. Gordon does say thank you, but I don't know why. He should be saying, what the hell was that? Albania tries to play out from the goal kick with the left back. Long ball into midfield. They do get it. Oh, he's pressured very well by Morgan Rogers and Bellingham there. It was actually Conta. Good effort. He's been pushed into the advertising boards nearly. Dan Burns got it in the heart of defence. Central to Jordan Henderson. I never thought, Billy, in a million years I would ever be commentating the lines and Dan Burn passes it to Jordan Henderson. What a weird mixture of words. Oh, and Morgan Rogers has lost the ball in the middle here and he's going to have to foul.
Oh shit, Rogers.
A little bit of lapse concentration from Morgan Rogers. That's a shame because he's been okay so far. That was poor though. Albania have got the ball. Left back plays it central. Good pressing from England. Even Kane's joining in. Wow. But Albania are just trying to touch the football a little bit now. The pressing's dropped off. They're not really sure what to do with it, Albania. They don't really know how to get this out of defence. They're trying not to hoofball it, but they're not doing anything else with it.
Well, they've got Boyle up front, and he's won a couple of flick-on headers. You'd think they'd want to use a long ball type game, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, they've tried to play it on the right wing. They've managed to get it forward. So the man on Lewis-Skelly... Oh, no, it's actually gone out for a throw-in. They're going to bring it back. So the Lewis-Skelly duel means nothing. It's going to be an Albania throw on the halfway line. Oh, a free kick. Oh, the referee's just making it up now. Albania take the free kick. They've got it centrally. Long ball, left-footed over the top, trying to find the flick on Billy was just talking about, but Konsa takes it well. Carl Walker's got it in the right-back position. Into Rogers, to Bowen on the right mid, but it's going to go backwards. It looks like we're going to try and reset. Carl Walker with a long ball left for Bellingham. That was a strange choice of pass, that was. Could have gone wrong there. It's gone all the way back to Pickford. We're being pressured quite a lot. Got to be careful here. Henderson back to Carl Walker. Good under pressure. Jared Bowen. Back to Walker. Konsa back to Pickford. Dan Burns gone wide left to try and be a passing option. Now Burns got to do something with it. Lewis-Skelly, left back. Back to Burn. Oh, can we just do something with it? This is weird. Dan Burns going to go for a little walkabout with it. He's in the middle of the field now. To Anthony Gordon, who's going to drive centrally. Back to Henderson. There we go. We managed to get out of the pressing trap. We're out. Well played. Nice to see Dan Burn being able to contribute to that.
Yeah, he went galloping forward as well. He wanted the ball back.
To Rogers. Bowen on the right wing. To Carl Walker. We're out now. We're out of the press. We're in their half. We can try and build something. So let's just not go backwards, Jordan, please. Are all the Mackhams called Jordan? They are. Bowen's got it on the right wing and is going to run at his man. Trips over a bottle on the field. Oh, tries to flick it to the penalty spot, but there's nobody there. It just gets cleared away. And Albania have got it in the left back. Going to try and clear the lines. Only as far as Bellingham. Again, tripping over whatever that is, a shin pad on the pitch. Can somebody get rid of that? 2 players have tripped over that. Bellingham to Carl Walker. Back to Jordan Henderson. I mean, to be fair, Jordan Henderson hasn't looked terrible, but he's not had to do any running. So
well, we could do what he's doing, Stato. Fucking pick the ball and pass it backwards or pass it 2 yards right. Christ.
Oh, that was the paper aeroplane. Of course it was. I mean, that's embarrassing if you're tripping over a paper aeroplane. Wouldn't surprise me with somebody like Phil Foden, though, would it? So for any of the new people in, Dan Burn, I think, has had quite a good game. A couple of mistakes, maybe not winning duels, but generally, on the whole, he's been very good. Could have had a goal. He had a really, really good attacking header from a corner. And England have got a free kick here. It was Konsa ran through the middle, and Ramadani has absolutely taken him down.
That was a Ramadani ding-dong there, wasn't it?
It was. That was horrible.
They're not going to give Lewis-Skelly man of the match. Was he going off?
I think he's being replaced. Yeah, I don't think he deserves man of the match. He's been okay.
This will be Reece James, won't it? They're going to get Reece James on any.
Oh, no
I'd like to see Patino.
Oh, what are you putting Reece James on for?
Because he used to manage him at Chelsea, didn't he?
Oh, my Lord. What a weird choice. Anyway, well done, Lewis-Skelly. Fantastic debut, good goal. His family look absolutely thrilled. Brilliant young day for the young man, should I say?
Hey, up.
So Reece James somehow, Anthony Gordon's got the ball in the right wing, by the way. Tries to pull the ball back into the penalty spot, but there's nobody there. I don't know how Anthony Gordon ended up in that position. But yeah, somehow Reece James is on the pitch. Never thought I'd be saying that in 2025 for an England player. Jesus.
Definitely a bit of favouritism there with his Chelsea, wouldn't he? You know what I mean?
I know there's potentially some Chelsea fans in the chat. And Reece James, once upon a time, yeah, absolutely. But right now, not a chance. There's plenty of right backs above him.
He's playing left back, even worse.
Yeah, he's out of position. That's exactly what Tino has just done in a cup final and been one of the best players on the pitch against Mo Salah. At least we know Tino's definitely starting in a few days' time.
Well, you'd hope.
Oh, bloody hope so. Oh, Anthony Gordon's down here. Uh-oh. Ooh, he's still down. He's holding something. Uh-oh. Please get up, Anthony.
He's all right.
He's fine. Oh, he's holding his midriff. I think he's been winded. I'll be all right. Right, Albania on the ball. In defence, they're going to try and... I don't even know what they're going to try and do. Maybe try and do another flick onto Proja, but nothing's happening. They're just trying to play keep ball at this point. Reece was man of the match at Newcastle versus Newcastle at Stamford Bridge. Which one was? I mean, I'm pretty sure Reece got sent off several times as well against us. I mean, I'm not having one good game as a justification for him being back in this England team. Long ball over the top, by the way, for Brojan. Pickford's come out a long way. He's Nick poked it, and he has managed to clear the lines. Jared Bowen, tenacious duel there. Bellingham's got it. It looks like they're going to give it for a foul or an offside, potentially. Yeah, with the Reece James, I appreciate if you can't stay fit, but that's it. If you can't, you can't. It's the same with Luke Shaw and Ben Chilwell. If they're not at that level with fitness and sustained, levels of quality, then no, I don't want them anywhere near the England side. I think Reece James needs to play another full season with no injuries or fewer injuries and be playing consistent and good football.
Holding his top of his left thigh there, Anthony, his right thigh, sorry.
Yeah, Anthony Gordon's not moving very well at the moment here, guys. Gordon is struggling. Doesn't look good at all. Yeah, Gordon's just pointed for Reece James to cover a man because he couldn't do it himself. That's concerning. Although he's playing a few passes quite well.
And not only Reece James has got injury problems, he's also a disciplinary problem for me as well.
I agree. Reece James has got to play a full competent season. Anthony Gordon with a good ball top here for Bellingham. You've got Rodgers in the box. Bowen joining. Can he get something in? He's got two in front of him, Bellingham. He can't squeeze it past. He's going to have to go backwards. All the way back to Henderson.
Gordon's knackered. Gordon's knackered, mate.
Guys, Gordon's injured.
I think you're going to see him out the next game. He won't play.
That's a shame. There is only 45 seconds left on the clock, to be fair. It is all the way back with Jordan Pickford. I think they're just going to try and play keep ball England. Oh, no. Okay, Jordan Pickford's changed his mind. But yeah, Gordon's definitely injured, so we're going to have to try and see this game out. Not good news for Newcastle United. That is a big, big shame.
Well, he might get the ball now.
Reece James to Anthony Gordon on the left wing. Is he going to have enough to go for it? And he's not moving overly well. No, he doesn't look great. No, he's injured. He's going to foul his man to stop it. Oh, he's gone down now. No, he's done. He's gone down, guys. Anthony Gordon is fully injured. Oh, dear. Tommy, take him off, mate. Come on. Sub him off. Don't mess around with our lads, please. They're blowing the whistle anyway. 95 minutes is up. England 2, Albania 0. That is it. Job done. But that is a shocking end to that first game, Billy, in Anthony Gordon going down injured.
Yeah, hopefully it's just an impact injury and he can get through it. But yeah, it was one of the greatest of games, was it? But Jude Bellingham lit the game for me. I thought he was the best player on the pitch by a country mile. Great debut from Dan Burn and 2 good goals. About it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, a few people asking what happened to Gordon. I didn't see anything specific.
It might be a dead leg. It could be a dead leg.
I bloody hope so, because he wasn't moving super well there. Well, the starting lineup, Billy. What are we thinking? Should we go through? Let's go through some people, because we won't do a review show on an England game. So, do you want to bring the England team back up for us? Pickford had nothing to do. Can't really rate him. I thought Walker, what do we think of Carl Walker? Was a bit meh.
Had nothing to do, really, did he? Let's be honest.
The other fullback in Lewis-Skelly obviously got his goal. Couple of mistakes defensively, but on the whole was very positive going forward.
Yeah,
fantastic performance from the young man with his goal.
What
about the two centre halves?
I thought they were both solid. Yeah, Dan Burn made a couple of errors, but only slight ones. Thought Cons was excellent. And Nurse and Dan Burn through, shall we say? I thought they were both very good.
Yeah, I enjoyed the centre halves. No, they're not the best at, attacking passes, shall we call them, but they were still fine. Midfield, Declan Rice. I think everybody here knows that I'm not a big fan, especially how he's been playing in the last 6 to 12 months. Really don't like watching Declan Rice anymore. I used to love him at West Ham, and I just got off him. Just don't think he scans enough. I don't think his first touch is good enough. For how we want to play him, I don't think it works. I don't know what your thoughts are on Rice, but I'm not keen.
I think for England, he needs playing at 2. I don't think he can do it on his own.
I agree. As Southgate famously said, we've had no more Calvin Phillips, have we?
No.
Curtis Jones and who counted as the other midfielder? Was it Bellingham, I guess?
Jones was a bit meh, wasn't he? He weren't bad, he weren't great. He was very average. Bellingham was the best player on the pitch for me.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think Curtis Jones was pretty crap in the first half, apart from one box entry, but was better in the second. Bellingham, probably my man of the match. I thought Bellingham was everywhere. I thought he looked like an elite player all the way through the game.
Yeah,
he looked a bit jaded in games in the summer, so it's nice to see him like this. We want the Real Madrid version of Jude Bellingham, don't we? So
absolutely.
Who else we got? Wingers. We had Rashford and Phil Foden.
I agree with you about Rashford. I thought he was okay. He was plenty of effort, plenty of endeavour. Foden was poor. Just looked like a lost sheep on that right-hand side, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, I liked Rashford's enthusiasm. Enthusiasm does not get you the starting left wing spot for England going into a World Cup, however. So he's got a lot of hard work to do to win me over, but it was fine. Nothing wrong with the performance. Foden, absolute garbage. Dumpster fire, dog water, trash. Don't want to see him in the next squad. Useless. Absolutely useless. Needs to sit out of the England team for me. There's no position for him. Like when Cole Palmer's available, you've got Bellingham and Cole Palmer that are playing Foden's position, and they are both infinitely better. And that is not an attack at Phil Foden as a footballer, because he is an elite level footballer with his technical ability. He is. But there is no place for him in this England team at the moment. Not in the positions we've got available to him.
On current form, I think if Phil Foden's at the top of his form, then maybe there is, but he hasn't had a good season, has he?
Well, Jack's just mentioned as well, when Saka's available as well, Foden gets nowhere near this team. Cole Palmer, Bellingham, Saka. I don't think Foden even gets on a plane. He doesn't deserve to. And then substitute. Well, actually, we need to mention Harry Kane. I don't like Harry Kane, but that was a pretty good performance for him, to be fair. Really solid.
Got his goal, hasn't he? A couple of nice passes as well when he's dropped deep. Yeah, he can't criticise the captain today. Much.
Yeah, he got his goal. He actually stood in the box at the right times as well. So
yeah,
one absolutely ludicrously good 60-yard pass as well for Rashford. That was sublime. Subs, Jarrod Bowen and Anthony Gordon.
Bowen was very bright. Gordon couldn't get in the game, really, could he? A couple of nice things when he switched rings, but in the end, he ended up with an injury, and hopefully it's just an impact dead leg. But
yeah, I'd agree.
I thought Bowen was very bright.
Yeah, completely agree. Same from my end. Morgan Rogers?
Bit meh for me, again.
Great player for Villa, so I'm happy for him to stay in the squad. I'd like to see a bit more from him. Anybody else we've missed? Henderson and Reece James? I don't think they get marks.
Hard on the pitch. Henderson just did what Henderson does, I guess. Just slower.
Yeah. 2-0 though. So guys, we do end the show with England 2, Albania 0. We do win. So make sure you have subscribed. We are going to do, I believe we're going to do the second England game watch along. Obviously, we've got some shows coming up about Newcastle United. Still talking, because we will never stop talking about the cup win, about transfers, about the upcoming games. I think the next game is Brentford, 2nd of April, unless I am mistaken. We will be talking about things like the parade. Make sure you go and check out Paul's pre-recorded video. So jump on and have a look at the pre-recorded one from earlier today. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. Make sure you've had a look at that person up there, Mamaroo Records, who are our fantastic sponsors. There is a link down in the description for the website, and they do have a shop in Whitley Bay as well. So please make sure you check them out, as they do support us. Thank you for everybody's super chats. Have we got any more? Have we read all of them out, Billy?
I don't know. I'll have a quick look. No, I think we've done them all. Yeah, we've done them all. For once, we're very, very efficient. Absolutely.
But yeah, thank you for all the super chatters. Thank you. I mean, to be fair, there's been absolutely loads of you in tonight for an England game. It's been fantastic. So nearly 2,000 people in for an England match. Considering we are predominantly a Newcastle United channel, you're all amazing. You're a fantastic group that support the channel. We love you all. Mods as well. Thank you very much, mods. And Billy, it's always fun doing our little international commentary. I do love it when we do this every so often. It's a bit of fun.
It is.
And yeah, who are we playing next?
Latvia on Monday night at Wembley.
Latvia, that is it. Latvia on Monday night at Wembley. We will be back. Make sure you are subscribed. Click the bell icon so you can see if we're going to do any shows over the weekend. I'm not sure what we've got planned. Check social media as well. But until next time, take care, everyone.
Yeah, away the lads and lasses. We'll see you next time for our next.
Come back and check out some green.